30-second countdown. Like that 30-second countdown long.
Well, we are live.
30 seconds. Golly.
I done brought it in with this burner boy.
I like the song though.
Yeah, I like him. Yeah, I like Burner Boy.
Yeah, I like him.
I know you do.
I just trying to enjoy myself. I like all kind of music though. It don't gotta like I just don't like I don't know. I can't say that though because lately I've been listening to some like rock and roll songs. You know what I'm saying? Like when you be podcasting, you be listening to all kind of music to see like what would be a good fit for like a video or something like that. So like sometimes it's not a hip hop song or a rap song or nothing like that. Sometimes it's really a song that you never heard before.
Yeah.
Then I be adding the songs to my playlist. Now I be like, oh, I like this song. This all right. So I think it kind of just depends. Did you put the why are we so close?
You don't want to say close?
No. No. Back me up.
I don't like my back like this.
Back me up. Then you gotta move closer to your camera. I look, you know, somebody has saw me today, who be, I guess they be watching my podcast or whatever. And so they was like, when they saw me, they was like, oh, they was like, I think I be seeing you on a podcast or something like on YouTube. I said, oh yeah, I be on YouTube. And so they was like, I thought you was like 6 foot. I said, really? That was like you little? I was like, excuse me, I'm 6 foot in my head. Thank you.
So what's on your mind today?
Oh, so much on my mind. Let's see what our topic is. There's so much on my mind. We could talk about 1,000 things right now in life. But I know, you know, like for everybody, y'all know this is the relationship, dating, information podcast with me and Shay the Queen. You know, we trying to get y'all married. And
first I gotta get myself that way.
I told my friend the other day how we was talking about how I told you. I said I'm gonna start dating outside my race. I'm about to start dating.
I'm scared to do that. I be joking about it, but I don't.
My friend was like, "That's what she said." She was like, "Girl, don't do that because somebody gonna hurt you." I said, "Oh my god,
I'm scared to do that."
Oh my god!" I was like, "I'm just joking, I'm just messing around."
Oh.
Just messing around. But
I don't know. I mean, I like Jack Harlow.
Oh, I love Jack Harlow. You heard his new song? He got a new song.
I need to go check it out.
Yeah, you need to go check it out. It's real powerful. I think he's just a powerful artist anyway. But yeah, I really think he's a powerful artist too. But that new song is like, dang, Jack, he's like that. I'm gonna send it to you. You got iPhone?
Yeah.
I'm gonna send it to you because I put it in my playlist. So I'm gonna send it
to you. We also have a number that y'all can call. You know, you can call in. We have numbers where people can call in on. We want to hear what y'all got to say. We want to hear some feedback. We want to hear some feedback sometimes. Y'all gotta, you know, join in on the live.
Y'all know y'all be looking for a boo. I think that's the most thing that people be saying, like when I'm like doing counseling, everybody be like, oh, I want a relationship. I be telling them like, yeah, I could feel that. They're like, girl, you crazy.
Well, right now I'm really not looking for no relationship. I just got out of a relationship. I gotta give myself a relationship. Girl, I've been out of this relationship for 90 days. I gotta give myself a little time, you know.
Oh, you was out of the relationship for 90 days?
Yeah. I just had a breakup. I just broke up like 3 months ago. I gotta give myself time. I gotta, you know, get myself together, just enjoy myself for a minute.
I can commend you on that. Like trying to I don't think people really do that anymore. Like people be jumping from relationship to relationship. And I don't know how they do it. Like you can't do that. Like I feel like when you do that, you take the baggage from that old relationship into your new relationship. So now you still kind of like thinking that you in that old relationship, but you in a whole nother relationship. Like, if that makes sense. I don't feel like you give that other person a chance when you do that.
I mean, that's not the case with me. I don't have time for it right now. Somebody got to show me something different or something. Like, I mean, for me to even just be thinking about that. But right now,
What they got to show you?
Something different, because I'm sick of these
You know I'm messing with you
Negro.
because you talking about something different.
Something different.
Like real different or like surprise. Hey, I'm different. Like what they got? Like I don't understand.
Both.
Y'all, Shay crazy. I stay messing with her.
It gotta be both.
So I gotta be both. So they gotta show you something different and then they gotta surprise you at the same time.
Yeah. I want mine to be a little weird. You know, like me, I'm a little weird. His music and stuff gotta be different. He just gotta be different, man. I want me something weird, you know.
I can dig it. I think I know what you're talking about. You want somebody weird.
Yeah.
You want somebody
it's
weird.
The same old stuff out here. I want somebody that's on something different. Okay. You know, all these dudes be like, they be on the side. You understand what I'm trying to say?
I got you. You got to keep going though. So okay, wait. Okay, I think I got you right. So this is what you telling me.
They be into the same stuff. For example, every guy they like to wear Jordans all the time. I want somebody weird, like have another shoe style or another name brand shoe that you like. I want somebody that's gonna be authentic, to be himself. Like I don't want nobody that's gonna be like everybody else.
Okay, so can he wear penny loafers?
I wouldn't care. That's different from the rest. Put those on. I want something different.
I can dig it. I was telling one of my friends yesterday. I was telling her, I said, I'm so sick of people getting in my inbox and saying, oh, I got this money, this, that, and the other. I could take care of you. I'm so tired of that. I'm so tired of it. I was like, everybody be saying the same old thing, like the same old. Like, I didn't even ask you for no money. I don't even care. I don't care if you're doing 20 drops and you got 17 chains around your neck. I don't care. Like, I don't care. I think like when people look at me, they look at me as if like I'm this female who always thinking about money. But like in reality, if I didn't have kids, I probably would live so simple. You know what I'm saying? I probably live like in a 1-bedroom, probably no pictures on the wall, probably like I don't eat meat, so it'll be vegetables in the refrigerator. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Like it'll be so simple. And then people must think like, I don't know what they be thinking, but I be blowed like, I don't care about your money, boy.
I don't think none of us care about the money, but they always holler that a woman want money.
Sometimes, I was thinking this earlier. I was like, I wonder if that persona comes from like how like males are brought up to or and women expect it to for a man to be the sole provider of everything. You know what I'm saying? Like paying the bills and stuff like that. So I wonder if it comes from that persona. I don't know where it comes from, but it's just like, okay, you got money, but what else you got? You know what I'm saying? I seen a TikTok like that the other day where the lady was like, he was like throwing money at her, and she was like, well, what else you got? He kept throwing money at her. She was like, but what else you got? He kept throwing the money. She was like, what else do you have? He was like, just money. And I was like, dang, I felt that. Because, boy, look at him. Like, what else you got? You got money, but okay, what else you can come with?
I guess they feel like that's just what women want. And it's vice versa for women, too, because you got a lot of women, all they want to do for a man is just throw some sex on him. Like, he want to know, what else do you have? Like, what else do you have to offer me?
Right, like what you bringing to the table.
Mm-hmm. So, I'm guessing it's just...
I guess that comes from, like, I be getting I told my boys this the other day. I was like, boy, I said I get tired of seeing people cat on the TV, like on the stories, like they got their pants pulled all the way up, and you can see the cat. Like I said, I'm so tired of people seeing people cat print and they doggone D print. I'm tired of it.
I'm tired of it too. I'm just gonna be honest about it. You know, they just gonna have to label me a hater because I just gotta say, you know,
I
I'm
don't
sick
think
of
that's
it.
being a hater because when we started doing that, like when did it?
Yeah, this come a new trend. I'm
Like
noticing it.
when did we start doing that? Like when did it become cool to show your cat? Like who can? I don't know. I
It
guess
used to be where a woman try to, you know, show her butt, you know, like wear tight jeans, you know, for her butt. You know, when I was coming up, it was she'll wear tight jeans to try to make her butt look big or show her butt out. But now you got it to where they showing a butt and they trying to show off like they vagina part, like trying to like, oh, I
now
just
some
it
people
don't.
got some big booties. They can't help it. You know what I'm saying? Some
Yeah,
people,
that
no
is
matter what
true.
they
But I'm
put
just
on, they
saying,
got big butts. But I mean, I just like I'm like, when did we start doing this? Like, when did that become like? I can't really say like it's a bad thing or a good thing. I know I'm just tired of seeing it because I'm like, why? I remember when my grandma when I was little, my grandma used to say like, if you wear tight clothes, you're gonna get a yeast infection. So, or if you wear something that was too like in your crotch area, it'll mess you up or whatever. So I don't know when we started doing it. That's kind of
when
crazy.
they start seeing, you know, it's based off the music. Like when I'm gonna tell you when I first started seeing it, when Nicki Minaj first came out, she the one that really started the trend for all this stuff. When you think about it, you really didn't see women with no butt shots and all that stuff until Nicki Minaj came out. I'm just
So
gonna be real.
you think Nikki did it? See, I
Yeah,
really ain't never really kept for Nikki that much. Now when she was on she had did a song with like Lil Wayne and all of them or whatever. I listened to that song because I wanted to listen to that song, but I really didn't listen to any of her music for real like that or really watch. I seen maybe a couple of videos. I think the last video I seen it was like Nicki Minaj, it was Cardi, and it was somebody else in the video. I think that was like the last video I seen of Nicki, but I never really cared for her music too much.
yeah, that's who, you know, I'm part of the generation, so I think that's who started, you know, some of these little trend stuff that's going on
Who was
before
the
the Cardi
artist before
B's and
Nicki? Who was the female artist before Nicki?
you had people like Trina and all them, but you know they had real bodies. That was their real bodies. Yeah, for real. That was their real
That was
body.
a real body. Like they had a body for real. Okay. So Trina had a real body.
But
Dang. So
you know, Lil Kim, she started, but Lil Kim only had just the breast implants. You know what I'm saying? They didn't have all that. Nikki was the one that started with the big old butts. She started that.
I guess that makes sense because I can't really think of nobody else. I'm trying to think like anybody else that came before Nikki who had like a butt implant or anything like that. I don't know why people do that to their body, not like judging them in a bad way, but I just think that the chemicals kind of like mess you up. You feel what I'm saying? Like the chemicals, all of that, putting all that stuff into your body, that's not a natural thing. I
I
think
feel,
like women be pretty, you know what I'm saying? Like I ain't I ain't got no big old butt. You feel what I'm saying? But I feel like I'd be cute.
I feel like we should be the way that God created us to be. That's what
Yeah.
we should be. We should be the way that, like with our natural bodies, we should just be able to work with our natural bodies. Like if you wanna work on some stuff, you can just go to the gym or whatever. If not, then hey, it is what it is.
I think some people just not consistent enough to go to the gym or really work out like they want to. You know what I'm
But you
saying?
love yourself the way you are. It don't matter. I mean, it is what it is. You know, what you see is what you get with me type of situation. Okay, my butt not big. If what you see is
Mhm.
what you get. If you
Do
don't
you
like it,
think,
go on to the next one.
do you think that women be having low self esteem is why they don't why they go and get those things, or do you think they just like it's the fashionable thing to do? to walk
I
around.
just feel like they be having low self-esteem and they be in competition with each other instead of just loving another woman, or embracing another woman for what she have. They want to be in competition. Okay, you can be a woman with a flat butt and you see a woman with a big butt come. You see all the dudes looking at her. So now you in competition. Oh, well, I'm finna go get me. No, let her have that. Because half them dudes that's looking, all they want is sex anyway. The man for you gonna be the man for you. What God got for you is gonna be for you, regardless of how big the next woman butt is. If that man is for you, that don't matter.
Right. Do you think that men be making women feel like they want big butts?
No, not really.
Okay. So you think it's just something like a woman just decide like, I want to do this for me. Like going to get a tummy tuck, going to get a big butt, you know what I'm saying? Something like
Well,
that.
they doing it for a man, but he's not the reason why they doing it. Like they'll say that they doing it for themselves, but they really doing it for a man.
Nah, when I was younger, it was like you had to be slim. Like being slim was in. So now that I'm older and everybody like, oh, I want me a plus size girl. If she ain't 160, I don't want to talk to her. If she ain't 180, I ain't trying to talk to her or whatever. So that's a little different because I promise you, when I was younger, it seemed like if you was not thin and you ain't have like perms, long hair, nobody wanted you. You know what I'm saying? You could walk around this thing with an afro if you want to. You know, like people just, that wasn't what they was calling cute back in the day. But now it don't really matter. You know, like some men, like I've heard men who like, I want a woman with a stomach. You know what I'm saying? Like I want a woman with big thighs, and I don't care about her rolls, and I don't care about her stretch marks and stuff like that. But then you got a lot of women who maybe not confident in themselves, so then they go get work done.
I feel like with the men, they have different preferences. Like you got some men, they don't care. They like them big, they like them small. You know, it really just come with different preferences. It be the women trying to just put this one way on the men. Like where they talk about they want them thick and all on, so we all gonna get slim thick and get us a big old butt. But every man is not into that. Like everybody got their own preference. You got some men that like them small, and he like them big too. Like
Right.
I don't feel like it's no preference with no men.
Right. I guess it is like their individual preference of what they like and what they want. You know what I'm saying, or what they looking for in somebody. But at the same time, do you think that when you meet a person, right? Like when you meet a guy, are you looking at his outer appearance, or are you trying to say like, what attracts you to him?
First of all, I'm looking at his height. I ain't even gonna lie and say I'm not, because I can't do no with nobody that's shorter than me. I'm just sorry. I'm doing the truth.
You don't want nobody who's short.
I'm looking at the height. That's the first thing I'm looking at, the height. Before you even approach me, I'm looking at your height. Because you're not coming to me no 4'9" talking about, hey, how you doing?
Hey, you don't want nobody who's 4'9". What's wrong with you? 4'9", that's in. That's crazy. Like you wild out here. You better get you a 4'9".
Girl. See, you shorter than me, so that's what you need to go get.
You know what? Back in the day, I used to like real tall men. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm only 5'3". So I used to like real tall men. And then I was like, I want somebody who's like a little bit taller than me, but not too much taller than me, because I got tired of doing this, dating tall men. And so then I dated somebody who was like the same height as me. And I was like, oh, this kind of nice because we match each other.
Oh, Lord.
So that was kind of nice. I felt like we matched each other. That was all right. But I don't know. I really don't have a height preference because I'm short. So either way, they
so
gonna
4'9", you would do a guy 4'9"?
No, I don't think I'm gonna do a 4'9" because I feel like that's like my little nephew or something. But no, I don't think 4'9" would work for me. I'm 5'3". He at least got to be 5'3", the same height as me.
Yeah, that's what I'm on. He got to be at least my height or a little bit taller. Like you can't be shorter. You just can't be shorter than me.
Well, see, that's a preference, whichever one. You know what I'm saying? Like whatever you decide you want, when the want is there to want. So, but what if the 4'9" guy is really nice to you and he treats you right and
I wouldn't know that because I wouldn't even have gave him time.
Yeah, you should have saw your face.
I wouldn't even know.
Because you ain't gonna even get him a
I'm
chance.
not gonna give
Girl, what if God bless you with that man?
It'd have to be God. It'd have to be God. He'd have to literally let me know that that's my husband.
Okay, God. Okay, how God got to come down and tell you? He got to come down.
I mean, he just got to show me signs. Like he just have to show me some signs. Like, Lord, this is my husband. Lord.
Thanks for y'all.
Lord, but I don't think God gonna do me like that. I don't think He'll do me like that.
Okay, you don't think God do that to you?
I think He'll give us the desires of our heart. You know, I don't think He'll give you no short and mean if you don't desire that.
Okay, I could believe that. I could believe that. I mean, your match gonna be your match. Now, if he 4'9", don't want you treating that man wrong. I want you to go ahead and love him, and I want you to love him with all your heart. And I want you to love him with all your heart, and I want you to be down for him, and I want you to rock for him like he's 6 foot. Okay,
That's too much temptation because them tall men is gonna be passing by,
and you're gonna be looking every time.
I'm gonna be wanting a tall men. I'm gonna be seeing a short woman shorter than me, saying it ain't fair. Her husband tall, and here I am tall with these short.
Now they say opposites attract. Now, y'all be
girl, I don't know.
Who took it? Well, what's our first couple?
Ooh, I gotta say that best for last. Okay. We talking about Michael and Jay or Martin and Gina. Who you think had the best relationship?
Michael and Jay, Martin and Gina. Michael and Jay, Martin and Gina. I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna have to say Martin because I'm more so like a real silly type dude. You know what I'm saying? Nah, what you call it was silly too though. But I'm more so like Martin because he'd be doing like crazy stuff and Gina still be loving him. She don't even care. You know what I'm saying? Like
they had like this little goofy bond together.
Right. Like she was like professional, and Martin be doing the most on the most day.
Yes, that's my type of man. Now, if he was short like Martin and had that little attitude, little personality like that, I might get that little short for a cheese.
I knew you were holler at 4'9".
Not 4'9", but I give he gotta be like, look, I'm 5'8". Like,
yeah. Well, so what if he was like 5'4"?
I don't know. That's too short for me. That's just too short. Cause you gotta look at it. I have 2 sons. And my oldest son, he's 6 foot. So it's like, what I'm gonna do with a 5'4"? What you gonna tell? How you gonna play stepdaddy? What you gonna do? What you gonna tell him?
Girl, my oldest son is 6'3".
He gonna be like, he gonna be mugging you like, what your mama tell you to do. He gonna look. Who is this nigga? Like, come on, you can't. Come on.
Shay be giving it to him.
Cause my son, he come in, I be like, I want you to meet my boyfriend. He come in, my son look at dad and he like, nah.
I'm so okay. I think Martin and Gina had a good relationship, but I think like as TV standpoint, I think Michael and Jay had a good relationship too, though. I think both of them had like as a TV, if it was a real relationship, I think they all had a good little solid relationship. The TVs make relationships look easy.
Mm-hmm.
Even though they used to be going through stuff. Like, remember when Martin and Gina broke up? You know what I'm saying? They split up for a little minute. Gina called herself dating somebody. Martin called himself trying to date somebody, stuff like that or whatever. But I think that it was solid.
Yeah, it was pretty good. But I like that Martin and Gina bond. They had a good bond.
Yeah, because he's silly.
Very silly. Okay, let me move it along. We're going to go right here. It says, why the young women looking so old nowadays? That's what Plies want to know. He said, why they looking so old nowadays? We can keep that up there.
It's something in the water.
I think it's they want to be too grown because they looking at these rap videos and they want to wear these wigs like these old women wearing. Because I'm gonna tell you the truth, you got some of these rappers, they look older than us.
Yeah,
Like
there
I'm
are some
you in your 40s. When you look at Cardi B, she do not look like she just like no 29-year-old girl. She
right.
looks about my age. So when you think about it, times has changed. A lot of these.
How old is Cardi B?
Ain't she like 30? She like 29 or 30.
Oh.
Yeah. You got a lot of them, they look like they up there, but then when you look at their age, when you check their age, they be young. So it's a lot. It's a lot they got stuff, because they wearing the wigs nowadays, and then you got all this face beat, all this makeup. So when you see a girl in her like 22 years old, she can wear all them wigs on her head and her face beat, and she looks like she almost 40 years old.
I did not know that. I did not know Cardi B was like
She's about 30, 31. She ain't over 31.
Wow. I think it's drugs too, though. Like I think people be into drugs, like pills and all kind of like other drugs that I don't know. Drugs different from back in the day.
You know what else I think it is? All them body counts. Sometimes you can just be sexed out too, and it just affects you. Look a little older than what you normally should be looking.
Now, when I was young, my grandma used to tell me that. That's what she used to say to me. She used to say, you better not be having sex with a whole bunch of people. You're gonna start looking old.
Like old men. I'm just telling the truth. That is how it be. It's all in body counts and stuff, and that's why they looking like they almost 100 years old.
And I guess it would be hard in the industry to, like all you doing is like drinking, partying. Yeah, you going to the studio, you doing your music, but you are at a lot of parties and you are doing a lot of drinking and meeting a lot of people. And I think people be getting starstruck. You know what I'm saying? Even especially when they first get into the industry, I think they be like, "Ooh, there go." I don't know. I'm just making up a name, but there go Tevin Campbell. You know what I'm saying? I want to try to holler at him. I liked him all this time. I think that's what be happening.
Yeah, me too.
I think that's what be happening.
I bet.
Who else you got? Because I'm waiting for my people to come up here.
Who is your people?
Let me see. Who next?
Who is your people?
Put them on.
I don't know why I got this image, but I just got it. I don't know. I feel like Beyonce gonna need that bag because I feel like Jay-Z is involved in that P. Diddy stuff.
You think he like okay?
Yeah.
I mean, I think he probably involved. I guess my thing is, I always think like, dang, y'all be having all this money to pretty much like live y'all life and go all over the world and you know what I'm saying? Like go on shopping sprees just for nothing, just doing random stuff. Like, why are y'all doing anything else other than enjoying your life?
Yeah.
That's what be shocking me. I feel bad for B because it seemed like I don't know in the times that you could see them on TV and you don't know what happened behind closed doors, but it do seem like she really loved him.
But it seems like she's different too. Like you said about Starstruck, she don't seem like she's the same woman no more either.
And it could be like she tired, she going through something, now she got kids and so much other stuff going on.
She stopped doing interviews and everything. She stopped doing interviews.
She don't do interviews no more?
You look up a Beyonce latest interview. You would never find one. She don't do no interviews.
Wow.
I'm weird about her now.
Maybe she just tired. She's just tired.
No. Might be the drugs too, I don't know.
Now I heard that before. You know what I'm saying? Like I heard that before. I seen some show one time and they was talking about be into drugs and stuff like that or whatever. But I think they be getting bored with that money. Let me get that money. I'm gonna tell y'all, I ain't finna get bored.
I would never get bored with that money.
Y'all let me have the money. I'm not gonna get
and
bored.
I wouldn't be on no drugs with it either.
No, I'm finna hang out. Like I wanna like what we going today? We got a private jet to them. We can fly anywhere we want to today. Okay, let me go. I'm taking the private jet to a grocery store in another country.
In the next country, you just
Yeah, the next time I'm gonna go to Egypt and get some groceries.
I'm gonna do what P. Diddy did. You make me too mad. I ain't even finna argue with you. I'm just gonna go and get my private jet. I'm gone. I'll see y'all next week.
Did they find P. Diddy? They ain't looking for P. Diddy. They out here lying and stuff. They out here lying for real. That's what I'd be like. Like, I'm out of here. Like, what y'all doing? I don't know. I guess I'd be like, dang, y'all got all this money and houses and all this stuff that people desire every day. And y'all doing crazy stuff. Like, y'all doing weird stuff, like, for no reason. I think that's greed. You know what I'm saying? Because if you trafficking or you out here doing whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like Jay-Z, if he cheating on her, that's a beautiful lady, and maybe she be out of town and he be out of town, and maybe they gonna argue a little bit. You feel what I'm saying? Because
but I just feel like she not exempt. You know what I'm saying? Because a nigga gonna be a nigga. That's just the way
nobody exempt. Everybody, you know, and some people eyes in females be cheating.
I'm saying once you cheated, I'm just saying if you a cheater, you a cheater. It don't matter if the woman
right.
I feel like that's a personal thing that you doing. You don't have nothing.
I told you how I feel about people cheating. I feel like it's a self-esteem issue. I feel like when people cheat, they have self-esteem about themselves. You feel what I'm saying? Like they don't feel complete, so they need to have all these people around to complete them. You feel what I'm saying? But it doesn't work. My friend came over here earlier, and she was showing me this video of a man who had 39 children.
Ooh.
39 children. Boy, what is wrong with you? But in that interview, he was on that one doctor show, the black lady, I forget her name, with the short cut or whatever. He was on her show, and he was saying like he had low self-esteem, he didn't love himself and stuff like that. And so I find that people who don't love themselves are looking for love in all the wrong places. You know what I'm saying? Because I got this one person right here that I love, but I'm gonna sleep with this person, I'm gonna sleep with that person, I'm gonna sleep with this person, I'm gonna sleep with this person, instead of trying to love yourself.
Okay, what about the ones that don't have low self-esteem? Because you got some men that do not have a low self-esteem. They love themselves.
I don't believe that.
Got an ego thing, like I can get all of them. You know, you got.
But okay, so you got an ego, and then there's two sides to your ego. You feel what I'm saying? It's a good ego, and there's a bad ego. If you got an ego that high, or you just feel like it's a competition or it's a sting to get a woman.
Because some of them feel like I'm the ladies' man. You know what I'm saying? They ain't got no low self-esteem. They just feel like they just like different kind of women. Like I like them dark, I like them white. I just want to try different type of women. Like so, you got some men that love themselves. They doing good for themselves. They ain't got no trauma. They ain't got nothing. They just, a ladies' man. They just want different women.
I don't believe that. I believe that even when it's just like a woman who is very beautiful, has everything, but she has low self-esteem. Just because they have everything or they sitting up there talking about they the ladies' man, I feel like it's some kind of void in them. You feel what I'm saying? Because in reality, who the heck is slinging all of this around town when people running around here with different diseases and ain't telling nobody?
But what if he ain't slanging it all around town though? What if he
just what he doing?
I mean, because cheating ain't always got to be you just sleeping with other people. You can just be talking to other people,
Well, it depends on what he's talking to them about. Because me personally, I'm not going to get mad because the man I'm with is talking to people. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it depends on what the conversation is, because conversations lead to sex. So eventually, if you consider it cheating, it's going to lead to sex. You feel what I'm saying?
I have a problem with it, period, because even if it's not leading to sex, like what you need to be talking to this other woman about that you can't talk to your woman about?
I guess I don't have a problem if I'm dating a man and he have a female best friend. And the reason why
if y'all in a relationship or if y'all just dating.
If we're in a relationship, I don't have a problem with him having a female best friend because sometimes you need to get a female perspective. You feel them? That may have been his best friend before I came along. So I'm not gonna say, oh, well, that can't be your friend because my best friend is a man. You feel what I'm saying? So, but we don't have. He has a fiance. They about to have a baby. I'm the godmom. You feel what I'm saying? I think that sometimes it's okay for you to have the opposite sex friend as long as you know how to control yourself. Now, if you don't know how to control yourself and you got to be hitting out.
So what if you got the opposite friend? What if he got an opposite friend and then y'all get into it and just like you said, need a female perspective and he running y'all business in the ground? Like I wouldn't be okay with that.
It depends on if he running a business in the ground. It depends on what kind of friend she is because
I'm just saying, like, if she was just his best friend and y'all just got into it about something, then he need a female perspective on something, then he's gonna vent to her. And that way she might know all your business that you might not even want, you know what I'm saying?
That's his best friend. That was his best friend. But for me, that was his best friend. And if she a good best friend, she gonna give him the real. So it depends on what kind of best friend she is. Because like I'm a good best friend. My best friend might come to me and he might talk about his relationships, but I'm gonna tell him where he wrong at, and I'm gonna tell him where he was right at. And then I'm gonna tell him you need to apologize. You feel what I'm saying? Or what you
But
need
you
to-
know what? I'm not comfortable with like a female best friend when I'm in a relationship because I feel like whatever we need to talk about, we need to be adults and come to each other. Like we don't need nobody in the middle of, you know, what we got going on. Like if it's something bothering you as my man, you need to be man enough to just say, this is bothering me. You know, we sit down and we talk about it without having like outside people in our business. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't care about having a female best friend and nothing like that, but hey, don't drag me in y'all business. Like whatever.
Sometimes a man don't know how to talk. You feel what I'm saying? Like they don't know what to say because they kind of like perplexed. So I think like having a female best friend balance that out. So then if my best friend come to me and he having an argument with his lady and he come and he like, well, she did this and she did that and I'm finna tell him.
But have a homeboy.
Hold on. I'm gonna tell him the real, and then he can go back and mend his relationship. Now you do have some females that's gonna be like, well, you could come over here and spend the night. You know what I'm saying? But at times though, you have to give a man an opportunity to vent because sometimes you might be too rowdy for him or you might be too argumentative for him to come and say something to you.
And right there, he can be building a bond with his best friend, and they can end up
already his best friend. That was already his best friend.
Fall in love right under your nose, and they'll be together. And sometimes that's how it play out. Like you got two best friends that don't.
That one the best friend. That one the best friend because I'm a female best friend, and I don't look at my best friend like that.
Woman is not best friends unless that man trying to sleep with that woman in some kind of way.
That's not true. That's not true. I ain't trying to sleep with my best friend. I don't even think about sleeping with him. I ain't looking at him like that. I
ain't talking about you, but in general, most best friends they'll sleep around if the opportunity presents.
I disagree. Because it's a lot of best friends. It's a lot of men that have women best friends, and there's a lot of women that have male best friends.
I have a male best friend. But I never been in his business. Like with his wife or whatever, I've never been in a business like whatever. You know, he never vented to me about his woman and nothing like that. Like he's my male best friend. Like we talk about what we talk about, but he don't never like right now, the last time I talked to my male best friend, I talked to him, we never dated or nothing. I talked to him probably 3 months ago. Like we talk every blue moon. We don't talk every week. We don't talk every day. You know, I'm not at his house. He not at my house. You know, he ain't calling me when they into it. It's none of that. Like right now, whatever
maybe that's just, well, I mean, if you consider that your best friend, but I probably talk to my best friend probably like once every 2 weeks, but I talk to his fiance a lot. You feel what I'm saying? Like I talk to her a lot. Me and her conversate a lot about a lot of different things. You feel what I'm saying? Life, prayer, change, the new baby coming, you know, stuff like that. So I guess it just depends on the maturity of the person. Because if I'm his friend, his best friend, then it's definitely he introduced me to his woman because I don't want her to feel threatened by me. You feel what I'm saying? Because I'm not a threat. That's just my friend. And guess what? Me, you could be friends too. Because it ain't got to be like that. So I think that's a maturity thing. It's just
it definitely is. Because I hate gonna be able to do it.
I remember thinking like that when I was like younger, like, oh, my man better not have no female best friend, or he better not have no female talking to him, or he better not be talking to no female. But there are mature men out there that know how to handle themselves and know how to love.
I wouldn't say you don't have to have no female best friends, but it'll just be boundaries set with it. Like you don't have to talk every single day. Just like me with my male best friend. If I get into a relationship, he know not to be calling me no every day. We don't have to talk every other week. You can hit me up every 3 or 4 months. You don't have to call me every 2 weeks or 3 weeks at a time. You don't have to do that. Like when me and my man getting into it, I'm not finna go, oh, best friend, let me tell you what he did. You know, this what had happened.
But you do that with your homegirls. But you will do that with your homegirls. And then your homegirls not going to, sometimes your homegirls.
You know what, to be honest, I'm not even going to do that with them. Because, I mean, I feel like
every woman got one girlfriend she talked to about her business.
I just don't think it's good to just put people in your business when you in a relationship.
It depends because sometimes you wrong. Sometimes,
but you know, in your heart you wrong. You know, you got to have a
not all the time.
You got to be led by something then.
Not all the time. Wrong. Sometimes you have to like say it to somebody that's real so that they can come back to you and be like, you was dead wrong for that. You was dead wrong.
Well, if that was the case, I remember.
It's just like you going to get a counseling. If you say like me and my husband going through it, we finna go to marriage counseling.
You finna go in there. If I were to do something like that, I would feel comfortable saying it to a male home girl than my male friend about my men. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know how this is gonna make my men feel. Me telling my boy best friend.
But that's why you got to have that open dialogue with your man in the beginning. See, people don't be having open dialogues. Like they meet somebody and then they negate the fact that, oh, my best friend is a dude. You feel what I'm saying? Like if when I'm dating somebody, I'm letting them know like my best friend is a dude, first of all. So then you know, like if a dude call my phone, you don't feel no type of way. And I'm gonna talk in front of you and I'm gonna introduce you. You feel what I'm saying? But it's about maturity. It's not about anything about except for maturity. Because if you trust me and you love me, then you know I'm not gonna mess up on you. But if you don't trust me, then you're gonna have all these constant thoughts in your house, in your mind, like, oh, you messing with your best friend, oh, you and your best friend on the phone laughing. What y'all laughing about? Oh, y'all finna get together. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I'm with you, I'm with you.
I feel like that's a no for me. I mean, to each his own, but for
me,
to
each his own. Some people can handle it, and some people can't.
Like, not getting it ain't the fact of him having a girl best friend. I'm just saying me is me. Like, if I got in a relationship with a guy, I just wouldn't. I don't want no boy best friend. They're just me. I just don't.
And that's okay. And that's okay. Like everybody feel whatever they feel about it. And it's okay for people to be different. Like I might meet somebody and start dating them and they might be like, I'm not comfortable with you having a male best friend, or I feel some type of way about that. You feel what I'm saying? And I never had that happen, so I don't know what I would do at that point. You feel what I'm saying?
So at the end of the day,
because at the end of the day, my best friend, when I didn't have, or when I was going through something, or when I was sad and down and depressed, or you know what I'm saying? So when I was going through all of that, it would just depend. It would have to be a conversation as to like what your security.
I don't think I could choose my best friend over my man, because my man is somebody that I'm laying with in the bed. That's my man. He pleases like
that's somebody that I just met. That's somebody that I just met.
My best friend gonna be happy. He gonna be married and he gonna be. I can do.
That's somebody that I just met. I said I was dating him. I didn't say that he was my man. I said I was dating him.
Well, what if you met your husband in the dating process, and this man is telling you this the man God got for you, and he telling
if I meet a man, he needs to be secure. Like he needs to be secure.
So you basically he can't accept your best friend. I mean, he's insecure.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying he needs to be secure. I work with men every day. I work with most of my clients are men. So if he's insecure about my best friend, he's gonna be insecure about he's gonna be insecure about my work. So if he's insecure,
but you know what? That's different though, because where you work, that's your livelihood. You know what I'm saying?
It's not a different. My phone rings.
Yes, because
my phone rings starting at 6:00 in the morning, and it's a male voice. You feel what I'm saying? So if he's insecure about what I'm doing, and I'm telling him like I love you and I want to be with you, but this is what I do. This is my best friend. This is somebody who been there for me, and you know whatever the case may be. So it just depends. It would have to be like a conversation. I don't know what I would do because I never had that happen. I never had a man that had an issue with my best friend. I never had a man who had an issue with him. So it would depend.
But my thing with that be, I be like, okay, if she your ex, then why is it that? Why did y'all? I feel like this. If y'all was together, like for a man, if I'm dating him, if he had a girl that was his ex and they become best friends, I feel like what was the purpose of y'all breaking up?
Maybe it was like a childhood relationship. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe it was like middle school, high school, elementary school. You feel what I'm saying? So it would.
But I'm talking about now. Like I'm 33. I'm talking about now at the big age we at now. Like
some people feel like they're better off with friends. Some people honestly feel like I'm better off with friends. They like we did not work in a relationship, but you a good person.
But you know, some people just hold on because they have soul ties and don't want to let go. And it don't have nothing to do with the fact that they better off friends. They just don't want to let go of that person. You know what I'm saying?
It's not always that though. That's why I say it's a maturity.
That's what it be. Most of these dudes
hold on. It could be like in the younger generation, it could be. But I know a lot of people who dated and then down the line they decide like, oh well, you know, we better as friends. It's a maturity thing though. It don't have nothing to do with anything else.
He ain't gonna be a man of mine. I'm just gonna tell you the truth. I'm just gonna tell you the truth. He ain't gonna be no man of mine talking about.
Shay said y'all cannot have
you got it.
No female interaction with nobody.
You gonna be
not gonna be a fan of her.
You ain't finna be my man. You finna be over there with your best friend, baby. I wish he would come to me. I'm dating him. He talking about, well, this my female. Wait a minute, we're not even in a relationship. We trying to get to know each other. You already hit me with she my best friend. She ain't going nowhere. Well, baby, you and your best friend gonna have to.
He hit you with that.
I'm gonna stop dating him. I'm telling you.
What if he don't hit you with that? What if he just say to you like, hey, you know, like me and you dating, but I want to introduce you to my best friend, and then a girl come out.
Okay, I'll meet her. Hey, how you doing? And then I'm gonna see how this relationship is going. And if I see it's like, nah. If I see if she doing the stuff for you that I should be doing, then I feel like, what is the point of you even being with me? You just be with your best.
What kind of stuff would that be?
My man needs to be vent. He needs to be vent to me. You know, you gotta be telling me your problem. I'm supposed to be your friend. I'm supposed to be your friend.
What if he vent into both of y'all? What if he vent into both of y'all? What if he telling you stuff, but then he telling his best friend stuff?
That won't work for me. She say, no. That ain't gonna work for me.
Yes, like it's a maturity thing though. It's to each his own. Like whatever people are comfortable with. I'm not an insecure, and I'm not saying that you're insecure, but I'm not an insecure female where I feel like, oh well, my man can't have females as friends as long as he respected me, because he the one who I'm gonna have an issue with if it disrespect happens. You know what I'm saying? Because he's in a relationship.
To happen, the door be closed. I wouldn't have the door open.
You can't really close the door because not like most times if your man if he know you don't want him to have female friends and he at work and say like he like it's 10 men who work at the job and 50 ladies, and so every day he go to lunch with the same ladies. You feel what I'm saying? He's never going to tell you that because he knows that you don't want him to have female friends. He knows that. So he's never gonna tell you like every day I go to lunch with Keisha, Carly, and Stacy, and we be sitting up there having good conversation. And then I walk away from the conversation knowing that I love you and I want to be with you. But then you say, I want my man to be able to talk to me. So he can't come home because you know men be like in the gossip. So he can't come home and be like, girl, let me tell you what happened with Carly. Carly, man, you know, he can't come home and really vent to you or talk to you because he know that you don't want him to have a relationship with a female. She said, I don't care. He ain't got to talk to me about that.
He ain't got to talk to me. He ain't even got to be with me. You ain't even got to be with me. I don't have to be with you. I can just go get me a man that don't believe in it, just like I don't. You know what I'm saying? We don't have to be together. Why put each other in that situation if you want a female best friends? Then hey, you don't need to be with me.
They his best friends. They just women that he talked to at his job.
I mean, that's different when you talking to somebody at your job. That's understandable. But I'm
he
talking
go
about
to lunch with them every single day. He go to lunch with them every day.
That's different. That's different from having a female best friend.
Well, essentially, they become his friends because they all swapping stories about life.
No, because it's a difference between associate and a friend. See, when you go to work, you're gonna associate with people. That's understandable. But you talking about them being your friends, that's different. A friend is somebody that about your dreams and aspirations and secrets and stuff.
He telling Keisha and Carly that at lunch.
Well, then they made his associates. Those are his. So I wouldn't want to be with him because you doing all this.
Okay, so he can't conversate with anybody of the opposite sex.
He can associate with them, but as far as like trying to tell them secrets and befriend and all that stuff,
well, he telling them secrets. He's just telling them his dreams, his aspirations. You know, like how things going at home. He might have a hard day.
I don't want nobody knowing what's going on inside my house. I don't want no men that's gonna be talking my business because I'm not the type of woman I'm not the type of woman that'll talk my business, you know.
Maybe it's just a basic conversation. He's been working with Carly and Keisha for like 4 years, so you know they know each other's families.
Yeah, but he'll know not to do it.
I'm too cool.
I just don't like for folks.
I'm gonna leave Shay alone, y'all. Shay ain't playing with y'all dudes. Y'all better be careful, boy. Whichever one of y'all get Shay, baby. Ooh. Y'all is not y'all. What? Hey,
he gonna be just like me. He gonna be the same way. He gonna be, look, I don't want these niggas all in my business, man. We telling folks what we got going on. I'm be like,
I don't think it's much of like telling people what you got going on, but sometimes you do need to talk to somebody. And so you don't have like you could say like, well, you're gonna come to me and talk to me, and you can only talk to me, but nobody is ever gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? Like nobody, you don't even do that. You don't just talk to one person. You might have 5 friends, and you might know which one of them you could tell certain stuff to and get certain advice from. You feel what I'm saying? And that's just the reality of it.
If I do, it wouldn't be a male. I'm just saying I wouldn't want it to be a male because I don't want no men knowing about my me. You don't know his business. You know what I'm saying?
I think like, you need balance. I mean, that's just my opinion. Like sometimes I go through stuff in life. Like I have 2 sons, right? And so sometimes I go through stuff with my sons. I need a male point of view. So I can go to a male and talk to them about it. But sometimes as a woman, I go through stuff and I need a male point of view. Like, was I being crazy? Or what do you think about this situation? You feel what I'm saying?
I have my daddy. Me and my daddy is real close. So like this, I go to my daddy and talk to him about a lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like we talk every day.
What about this generation of people? Like who do you talk to? Because your daddy old school, so he can't really comment. Like say you was dating a guy, right? You was dating a guy and he was saying stuff to you or he was acting a certain way. And you like, well, I don't understand. Like, do he like me or do he not like me? Okay, let me ask another male about this and see what, like what they think. You feel what I'm saying?
What if they got 2 different upbringings? Like, what if the male you go to really don't know too much about nothing either? He just say, yeah, he like you, but the men don't like you.
And that's very true. And that's why I say you need balance. You know what I'm saying? I think that men and women can be friends without sex. Like they can be
too, but you know, just certain stuff. It's just certain boundaries.
She ain't letting up, y'all. She ain't playing with y'all. Y'all better come
Yeah,
to that.
they can be friends, but I just believe there's certain boundaries. You know.
Yeah, definitely there's boundaries. You know what I'm saying? You definitely have to respect the boundaries as far as like, especially if you have a friend, and he may not be your best friend. He may just be somebody who you work with or that you see occasionally, and you might call him and he might have a lady. And the lady might be uncomfortable with you calling him, and you like, oh well, when did you get a girlfriend? But then he like, well, just go ahead and say whatever you got to say because I don't know why she tripping because me and you ain't got nothing going on. Whatever,
I'm going as a woman, I'm gonna get off that phone because that's that girl's man. You know what I'm saying? Like
mm-hmm.
I know, I don't care if I'm the best friend. You get you a woman, I'm finna get. I know my place. I'm gonna get off your phone.
So
That's that girl's man. You know what I'm saying? Because I won't want nobody to do that to me.
I don't know. I think that make you kind of guilty. That's my opinion. Because if a man if a man if my man got a best friend and I'm just meeting the best friend and then he like I feel some type of way, but I wouldn't feel some type of way. I would just be like, okay, that's your best friend. As long as that's your best friend, I'm cool. But you know, if they talking, they having a conversation, and I'm feeling some type of way about the conversation, and then I'm like, well, I don't know. First of all, I wouldn't even come in between a relationship because that person was devil for me. You know what I'm saying? So that's your friend. But she going off. I'm going off about this. I can understand her backing up a little bit, but at the same time, I feel like he should have a conversation like with because that's the insecurity in me. He done already told me like I love you. I'm talking to you.
I don't think that he should do anything when it comes to that for his friend because she's just a friend. Like I don't think he should make her comfortable or make I think that he should make his woman.
I don't think he's making her comfortable. I just think that loyalty is for real, and I think that when you loyal, like when you have a friend, you should have a conversation. You feel what I'm saying? Like you shouldn't just cut somebody completely off based off
business.
You shouldn't just cut somebody completely off based off of somebody's insecurities. You feel what I'm saying?
Insecurity. I think it's just
what happened when you break up? What happened when you break up with that lady?
Oh, then that friend understood that you was in a relationship. So they can't get. I have a male best friend right now. He in a relationship. He don't call me no more. I don't talk to him no more. But I got him on Facebook. I'm not on this inbox like, oh, well, you just cut me out because you got a girlfriend. I ain't doing none of that because I'm understanding what's going on. Right now, he in a relationship. Like if him and her break up, he hit me up, hey, what's up? We ain't together. I'm not gonna be, oh, you cut me out. That ain't my place. That he got a woman.
No. Not the best friend saying that. I'm saying the man is saying that. Like basically, like this my friend, ain't nothing going on. The best friend may not be saying nothing. The best friend may be like, I'm gonna just back off until like y'all get that together, or whatever the case may be. But he may feel like, wait a minute, that's my friend. Like, why you tripping? Like, that's my friend. So is that a deal breaker for you?
It'll be a deal breaker for me because if that woman is saying that she's uncomfortable about it, and you hollering this my friend, you need to let your woman, if that's the woman you trying to be with, you need to let that woman be comfortable because our women go off intuition. We know what we know. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes
no.
Sometimes best friends, I'm gonna tell you the truth. Sometimes them best friends be done slept together and been together. And they'll tell you, oh, it ain't nothing like that. Woo woo. They done already been together now. And they trying to know that you want to hold on. No.
Some of them may, but some of them have not. You know what I'm saying? I think it's
you know what? Some of them can lie to you. They'll lie, look you right in your face and say, oh, we together, it ain't never been nothing.
Well, you need to leave him alone
Behind
anyway.
Your back, how you finna do it?
You need to leave him alone because he lied anyway. You know what I'm saying? You would expect for somebody to tell you the truth if you say I'm in a relationship with this person. But
I even get myself involved in that type of mess like that. Never know what's gonna go on. Because sometimes you can be. I just don't want to get tied into that type of mess. Like I ain't doing no triangles.
I'm playing with y'all, boy. Y'all better not come to Shay with
I'm
no
just not. I'm not
with no female friends, no nothing. Shay said head to the dog. We playing that game.
Type of stuff, because some of them people be together and they don't been together, and the person on the line tell you up and down, oh, it ain't nothing with us out the whole time. They in love with each other. That's why they can't let each other go. You tell him that you're not comfortable with it as his girlfriend, and he still, well, this my friend, he want to fight against you, but y'all need to love. Y'all need to go be together. Like, you're not gonna put me in that type of situation, man. Cause
well, I'm finna tell this boy, he got a girl best friend. You know what I'm saying? He said he like you. He said he like you.
I don't do these girl best friends. Some girls don't know me. So,
and he 4'9".
huh?
And he 4'9". He 4'9". He like you, and he got a girl best friend.
No.
What's our next person, Shay? You know I'm messing with you.
We got on these girl best friends and girl down, baby. Look.
Shay don't even want to put my people on here, y'all. It's easy.
Look, I done had a flashback over here. I'm like, nope, I'm not going for it. Nope.
Don't flashback, friend. Don't flashback, friend. Come on.
I'm having the whole flashback. I'm like, no, I was
come
not.
Back. We just having a conversation, just giving the scenarios. Come on, friend.
I'm good. I'm just thinking about, this little scenario, that I had
that happened to you. What happened? You want to tell us about it, or you don't want to talk about it?
I kind of elaborate.
Go ahead, girl. We listening.
I was dealing with somebody that had an ex, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And they broke up. So me and him ended up in a relationship, but he was still holding on to his ex girlfriend, talking about that's his best friend. No, that's not your best friend. No, we're not gonna do that. That's not your best friend. You want to run the business out in the ground and want to tell her stuff about me, then come to find out you still not over the girl. And no, come on. You just trying to hold on to her because you still want her. You know what I'm saying? That's the way I feel. Because, that's
in my relationship after y'all broke up.
After him and her broke up, me and him got together. But he was still trying to be friends with her, like trying to say that's my best friend. And, no, if that's the case, then y'all should have just stayed together.
Did the two of them end up in a relationship after y'all broke up?
No, they didn't.
Oh, he went with somebody else.
Nope, he didn't get with nobody else, but I don't know what he doing now, because, when I'm done with you, I don't even think about you no more. I don't even know where you is, where you been. I don't even have you in my phone. You blocked off everything. I don't know where you is. But I don't know what he's doing right now, but I do know that he was in a relationship with her.
Right.
But then he was calling her his best friend. And then every time we got into it or whatever, he always called her and, telling her my business or whatever the case might be, trying to get her into it with each other, and all that type of stuff.
He was trying to get y'all to the fight.
Yeah, he was trying to get us into it. I done looked in his phone, gave her my address to where I lived at. He done gave her my license plate number to my car, and all type of stuff. Although the lady lived like probably 4 hours away from where I'm living at, it's just a friend. You know what I'm saying? So after I went through that experience, it was like, for me to be on the safe side, just don't deal with that type of stuff. Like, I mean, it's women out here that can deal with it, that want to deal with it, they can. But me, I'm not finna deal with all this. Because, like, I'm just for a stress-free relationship. I'm not looking for no all that. It's coming with all this. It's coming with the girl best friend.
What if he say his baby mama his best friend?
That's what I'm finna get to. I was just finna say that. It's coming with the female best friends. It got a crazy exes. It got to come with the crazy baby mamas. I'm not finna get involved with it. I mean,
what if his baby mama is his best friend? He say, like, I tell my baby mama everything.
I'm not finna be with him. Just keep the drama, to each his own. But I'm not finna deal with it. I like my peace and stuff. I want a man that's trying to bring peace. I don't need to be in no chaotic situation. You know what I'm saying? Because he can start off peaceful. You don't know, the devil come in any kind of way. You just don't know where he gonna be lurking at. You never know what might flip. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
A person might holding something in the whole time, and then they let it out like, I'm just so sick of this relationship with you and your friend, and you just never knew it, you know?
Right.
So I just
Shay like, we ain't doing it. We ain't doing it. So y'all make sure y'all call in because I want to hear what y'all think about a man having a female best friend.
I want all of them. They just listening. Look at her. Just look at her talking.
That's what they doing, Shay. How many people you got looking at you?
She over there running her mouth. I'm not gonna do it. Well, call his number then. Tell me what you think.
They don't want us to really get them questions.
They don't want no
People be scared. They be scared to say how they really feel about it, so they just be watching. Y'all gotta start looking and get into it. Shay trying to get you
call me.
You said they finna call you.
I said they can call.
So y'all call me
speakerphone, and then I could be like, "Hello." Yeah, they can call if they want to.
Don't answer the phone like that. You come on and be like, "Hello." Yeah.
Hello. Look, I'm telling you.
I'm so sick of Shay, y'all.
They don't want to call in. They don't be wanting to call in.
Well, they want to say something.
Say something. You can put a comment down here.
Well, you got a comment thing on because you know you ain't had a thing on the thing yet last time.
I'm gonna need you to say something, baby. I'm sounding like Drake.
Right put my favorite couple up here so I can see them.
Girl, they're my people right there.
Put my favorite couple up. Because we already been on here for an hour. We said we gonna be on here for 2 hours.
We said that, but girl, we be running our mail. Who is it? Let me see if I got on the other page. Okay, let me go ahead.
Yes, Lord. Y'all, I for real. Minus the drugs, I like Whitney and Bobby relationship.
I need me a Bobby.
It was crazy. They had some fun, but you see, like it seemed like they really loved each other, even though they went through what they went through. If they could have minus the drugs, I think that they would have been. How many years was Whitney older than Bobby?
Oh, I forgot. I think he was like 23. She was like 28, 29.
No.
Yes, ma'am. Let me look it up. I forgot, but I know this type of stuff, but
Whitney and Bobby off the chain. They is off the chain.
How old was she when she met old Bobby Brown?
What it said?
He was 20 years old and she was 25.
Oh, so they had a 5-year difference. Not bad.
Oh, no, it is saying Bobby Brown was 21 years old when he met Whitney Houston, who was 26 at the time.
He was 26. So she 5 years older than him.
I think I need to go get me a nephew. Okay. Yeah.
I knew she was gonna say something crazy. That's why I got quiet.
Yeah.
Shay, you
let him go. I see. I kind of see
Shay,
why.
You can go get you a nephew.
I need him 5 years younger. That's gonna be my age group. He can be a little bit 5 years younger. No, I'm just
nephew. Because hold on, wait a minute. Count down your 5 years.
He'll be 28. Oh, I already did the math on it. He'll be almost in his 30s. That ain't bad.
Oh God, Shay, go on and get your nephew then. Any nephews out there, y'all? Shay
well, I don't have me a Bobby, but minus the drugs,
You had your Bobby minus the drugs?
Yeah, he was into them drugs. I had to let him go. But I'm talking about this other Bobby. He's gonna be minus the drugs.
Oh, you're gonna get another Bobby and he's gonna be minus the drugs.
Minus the drugs, because that other one was a Bobby. I'm talking about it.
Oh, you had a Bobby and Whitney.
Nah, he was just Bobby. It wasn't no Whitney. I don't know.
Who you was, Shay?
I don't know. I was careful.
Oh
I
gosh,
was
Shay
about
is
to.
crazy. Okay, so you was the Bobby. I mean, he was the Bobby, and you was Shay.
He was Bobby, and I was Casper the Friendly Ghost because I got up out there. I went ghost on that dude.
Oh my god. I had me a Bobby too. I had a Bobby. We had some fun though, but he was just on too many drugs for me, baby.
I think we all done had a Bobby. I don't care what you
I had
say.
me a Bobby. Like we had fun. Like we had fun all the time until he started doing them drugs. I said, "Oh no, I can't keep doing this right here. This ain't it. This ain't it. No, 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 no. Sweet, nice. You know what I'm saying? Hang out, take care of stuff. You know, like, but mm-mm, 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 mm-mm. I remember one time he doggone. I remember he was like saying he was gonna come see me, and I could tell by the way he was talking. I said, "It sounds like you done had too much to drink or something." I said, "Won't you just come see me tomorrow because you don't need to be trying to drive way from where you at to come and see me." He was like, "No, no, no, I'm finna come. I'm finna come. I'm finna come." I was like, "No." I said, "I'm finna go to bed." He said, "No, stay up. I'm finna come." That man came to my house. I remember I was looking out the blinds. You know how you be peeking out the blinds or whatever? I saw him stumble out that car. I said, okay, I'm just gonna bring him in here and just let him lay down and go to sleep and wake up the next morning. We'll we'll conversate the next morning. Child. Mm-mm. That man started throwing up from the time he hit my front door. I opened the door to the time he went. Oh no! I said, "Oh, this is this it," because I don't do body fluids. Nope. This is this is no. But it was fun though. It was fun. We had a good time.
I bet y'all did.
We had some fun. I ain't saying I'm here with you 2 hours straight. Who our
You,
next person? Who our next person? Why you ain't put Ashanti in what his name is?
Nelly.
Girl.
I love them.
Yes.
Yes, I love them together. Like he bring, they bring out, compliment each other real good. They both
They
goofy.
do. They
They
do.
are.
They went together a long time ago and broke up and then they done got back together. That's
Yeah.
beautiful.
Is she pregnant?
Oh, she pregnant.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't be watching TV, so I ain't know. I ain't know she was pregnant. Oh, Nelly got him a baby on the way.
Yeah. They need to go ahead and get married. I'm telling you, cause
They probably will. You know, like sometimes you be wanting to surprise somebody. How do you surprise somebody who got everything? That's hard.
exactly.
That's hard.
I need to see if somebody want to join this live. I want to do a singles night. I do.
You want to do the singles night tonight, Shay? Oh my god.
Nuh-uh. I want to do one though. That's where my strength is at in the single nights. That's gonna be the epic ones right there.
You got to start having some games though, like in the beginning or something, like a kind of like a I don't know, some kind of little game or something. You got to have something in the beginning. I'm gonna start letting you doing by yourself. I think you got it now.
Now I'm too hostile.
She like, girl, no, you're not. I'm finna, we a team.
I need to do it because the last time I did like he was under investigation. That's kind of how I did it.
You did
Like
good, though. I was proud of you. I was like, okay, Shay, look at Shay. All right.
I
Y'all
did
used
good,
to
but I
be together like
was too
Shay used
hostile
to
with
be
it.
like, we finna go live. I'm like, yeah. Didn't you say you want to do a podcast? She like, but we finna do it live. Let's record it. No, come on, hit the live button. Let's go. Hit the
I'm
live
like,
button.
I was a little too hostile with him.
You was too hostile with him. You got you
yeah.
gonna calm down
I feel like some people like that. You do need to be hostile with them because some of these men be trying to be a little too cocky, and you gotta kind of, hey. Hey.
I think that he started off in the beginning, like he was calm, cool, collected, and then I just like how the end he really started seeing like, I'm really tired of dating. You know what I'm saying? Like when a man is real, that is like, to me, that's the most powerful thing. Like when he can like let down his guard and say, like, man, listen, this is what it really is right here. I can appreciate that in a man.
I said I had to crack him like an egg because you ain't finna sit up here and act like you just.
Why you say that about a man? You ain't crack that man.
I tried to crack him like an egg. You gonna break in a minute. You gonna let us know the real now.
But you can tell he was a nice person. He was a nice person. Sometimes you get kind of caught up. Like you get caught up in life for real. You get caught up in life and you really get like, I don't really think nobody well, it could be some people, but I don't think the majority of people want to run from woman to woman or man to man. You know what I'm saying? Because obviously, if you running from this person, I can't handle more than one man. Like I don't want to cheat on my man. You feel what I'm saying? Like that, because first of all, I don't know. No. I just don't know. I can't.
But it ended up happening when you start dating multiple people at a time. I'm gonna tell you
when you dating, like when in the times that I've dated multiple people, I'm not sleeping with all of them, and I'm not seeing all of them all the time. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not. First of all, I'm not a phone talker, so I'm not even finna really be talking to you on the phone like that. So if we not face to face, then we probably not conversating that much because I'm not a female that likes to talk on the phone or definitely not finna text you 100 text messages because we ain't finna. I'd rather just talk text real quick and let's just get this over with. But I'm not seeing them every day. It's like maybe occasionally, and maybe occasionally a date, or let's go get something to eat, or let's go to the movies together. And they may be single and they probably dating other people.
I mean, that's you, but I'm just saying in general. Let's say it's a woman. She's single, right?
Right.
She is dating, like she got 3 guys that she's dating.
Uh-huh.
Okay, this woman ain't having no sex or nothing.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Eventually, that woman gonna get an urge, right?
She may.
Okay, so let's say one day she get an urge, right? And out of those 3 men that she's dating,
right,
she ends up slipping and she sleeps with one of them, right?
Uh-huh.
And let's say that this one of them is just once let's say he like crack. You know what I'm saying? Like once you hit it, you're just gonna keep coming back, right?
Yeah, we know people like that.
The other 2, right? And she got him and he done knocked her off. So okay, now she addicted. And he just like crack. But he telling her that he don't want no relationship and they just steady doing this. Okay. So let's say he not even a dude for her. He ain't even doing what he's supposed to do for her or nothing, but she just done got hooked on just that with him, right?
Right.
But then the other 2 she dating, out of the other 2 is one that's really for her. And she already know it ain't gonna be nothing with that other dude. Mm-hmm. So let's say she was on some, okay, and then she go ahead and get in a relationship with this man. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But his stuff was like crack. She in a relationship now, but she's still slipping and she's sliding and keep coming back to him because of what ended up happening while she was single or whatever. So that's why I say sometimes you can do stuff like that and end up. That's how sometimes people end up in a cheating relationship because you dating all these different people and then you end up falling and sleeping around with one of them, and then you in a relationship with another person, but then you gonna keep on, and dudes do it too.
I can understand that. I mean, I think that come along with some doggone willpower. And first of all, if you if you mess with somebody and they like crack, right? And you just cannot stop messing with them, you need to stop messing with everybody, because everybody other than that person, because you saying I'm accepting everything that's coming along with this man because I know this man don't want me. But I just and you get caught up like that though, because it be people. I mean, you can honestly say every woman that had a man that we feel like, oh my God, like, oh my God. I gotta stop messing with him. He's so wrong, but it feels so right. You feel what I'm saying? Like every woman that had a man like that in their life. If they ain't had one or two men, and so you have to decide like I can't. I gotta, like you said, I gotta block
my
everything.
Me coming up, see, the way I came up was my granny. She's been Pentecostal all my life before I was even born. So the way we was brought up was, you're not supposed to. A woman is not supposed to date multiple people because they go by how the Bible say that it's he that finds a wife. The man is the one that's on the hunt looking for his wife. The woman is not. So what is the purpose of her dating all these different men for when she not even the one that's supposed to be looking anyway? It's him that's supposed to be looking. So a woman is supposed to do, what a woman do. We take care of our kids, go to work, do what we got to do. A man, he gonna date around because he looking for he really, the purpose of dating is to find really was supposed to be to find your wife or your, what I'm saying, to find marriage. Dating for marriage was really the goal. But everybody else got different reasons to how they date. But really, when you dating, you're really supposed to be looking for your a marriage, dating for marriage. So
Well,
really,
what if that man find you, but you don't want that man?
But that's gonna be you because God ain't. That's gonna be you because what's gonna happen is God gonna send that good man to somebody else, and you gonna regret it in the end.
What if he ain't a good man? It's a man. He could be a good man for somebody else. Like,
but God ain't gonna give you. God ain't gonna give you no.
I don't know, because see, I grew up in church. I had the Holy Ghost since I was 4 years old. I grew up in the Apostolic Pentecostal church. I've been to church my whole life, and I get what people be saying in church. I mean, like we had to read the Bible frontwards and backwards every Sunday. I mean, every summer. So like I get what people saying, but I don't know. I ain't even. I mean, a man. I get the scripture that you're trying to use, but I just think in today's society, for you to like for somebody to tell a woman that you got to sit at home and you got to take care of kids and you can't talk to nobody until this man come into your life and he tell you he your husband. You know what I'm saying? But I think that's just a.
I don't think
I don't know if.
I don't think that woman would be just at home taking care of kids and being lonely. See, the thing is, you have to already be happy from within. Like when you can't depend on nobody to bring you happiness. You can't be saying like a lot of women look at it like this. Well, if I ain't dating nobody, then I'm gonna be at home alone. When truly, no, you're not gonna be at home alone. You're gonna be doing the things that a woman should do to work on herself. You're gonna be going to the gym, getting yourself fine. You're gonna be traveling. You're gonna be up on the podcast like me and you doing.
Hey, Shay, don't be out here telling my business.
You're gonna be living it up. You ain't gonna be lonely. You're gonna be living it up. Your mind is not gonna be focused like a woman. Your mind is not gonna be focused on, ooh, where my husband at, ooh, when I'm gonna get him. No, it's gonna happen. Right. So while you live
your life, what about the women who can't do that? Because I feel that, you know what I'm saying? Like I ain't really like, I'm not really looking for anybody. Would it be nice to have somebody in my life? Yes. But I'm just like kind of focused on my goals right now because I got a whole bunch of them. You feel what I'm saying? I have to accomplish some things. So I can understand what you're saying, but am I open to date? Not at this moment, but after I finish the 6-month plan, then I'm open to date. You feel what I'm saying? Like I'm open to date somebody.
You know how some women be, a man can feel when you desperate. Like he can feel when you being codependent. Like as soon as he gets your number, you acting codependent upon him. Like, like you just need this man. And he's like, he might be the best man for you, but by you being codependent and I need a man, I want a man, you gonna push that man away because he gonna look at it like you being desperate, and that's gonna push him to somebody else that's not even thinking about no man. You notice most women find a man when they not even thinking about no man. You could be just at a grocery store shopping, and it could be a man that come up to you and be like, hey, I would like to take you on a date. That might be your husband. You know what I'm saying? That you don't know what God done said to this man. You don't know what this man is looking for. We don't really be knowing. So we go out on a date with this man. He turned out to be the man that turned out to be our husband. Did we go find him? No. We was minding our business. He stepped to us. He gonna show you everything. If he wants you, he gonna show you all this stuff. Like he gonna take.
But what if the woman is not looking like? What if the woman is not looking for a man? She's just dating. Like she's just enjoying her life. Like Sam might ask her on the date on Monday. Tom might ask her on the date on Wednesday.
If she want to do it like that, then that's her business. But at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, and she get 50-some years old and say, I can't find no man, that'll be totally on her because you were just doing it for fun. You just wanted to have fun. You know what I'm saying? And that's cool. I mean, that's cool. If a woman just want to have fun, do you?
She's not saying I don't want a husband. She's saying I want a husband, but I'm just not finna sit at home and be taking care of no kids and taking care of no house like I got a husband and not enjoying the world or enjoying. I'm going to the gym. I went to the gym and little Bobby
that's the thing. Go, you're gonna enjoy the world. You're gonna still go live your life. You're still gonna travel. You're just not gonna be codependent on thinking of I need a man or dragging your foot. You gonna go out. You gonna live your life, but you still gonna carry yourself like a woman. You know what I'm saying?
Like
you gonna
you know so what I'm saying? What you're saying is, okay, this is what you're saying. You said it's okay for a woman to date people. It's okay for her to go out on dates and enjoy her life and all this kind of stuff like that. But she need to carry herself like a woman, meaning like she don't need to be disrespecting her body. That's what you're saying.
Now, what I'm saying is, if a woman, I'm on two different things with it. If a woman chooses to, I don't want to sit at home. I want to go date. I want to have fun. I want to live it up. I want to have this man in my face. I want to have that man in my face. I want to do that. But what I'm telling you is when you do it like that, you might not even get no husband doing it like that because ain't no man, you already got man energy around you. A man can sense when you got other male energy around you. You get what I'm saying? And he coming up to you, this man might not even be dating no other women. He coming up to you like, hey, what's up? I want to get the, how many people? Oh, I talk to him, and him. That man gonna look at it and we can say how we want to say, us women will get defensive about it. I'm not a hoe or nothing like that. So we'll say that, but to that man, he might look at you like you a hoe, like you for the streets. You dating all these different men, like you want this man, and you want that man, like shoot, do you, ma'am? And what he gonna
do? I guess like for me, I think I struggle with this part of it because like I don't like hoish men. You know what I'm saying? So I get what you're saying about, like the man supposed to be the one going out dating and all this kind of stuff like that or whatever. But I don't like hoish men. Like I don't like men who it could be 1,000 women that could say they been with him. Like I don't like men like that. You feel what I'm saying?
If he's dating for marriage, he's gonna be a different type of man. He gonna come a different type of way. He's not gonna be like the average man that's just trying to have sex with everybody. He on a mission to find his wife. So he probably not even dating at all.
So you don't think that while he on this mission to find his wife and he's out dating, that women not throwing cat at him?
I'm sure they is, but
I'm just saying.
I have a brother in Christ, and we used to talk all the time. And this is what he would tell me. He would say, like, I'd be asking him, like, why you don't go out on dates and stuff? And he'd be like, I'm not going out on a date until God let me know that woman is my wife. And he was like, because I'm a pray about it. You know what I'm saying? Before I step to her, I'm a pray about it. And believe it or not, he ended up getting with a young lady. He said that God told me that young lady is my wife. He ended up dating that young lady for about 6 months. 6 months while they were dating. He never dated another woman. She wasn't even dating another man.
Right.
6 months, he proposed to that lady. They are married now.
I believe that can happen to some people. I do believe that can happen to some people. But I done had probably like 6 men tell me I'm supposed to be I'm their wife. So I believe that can happen to some people. Like a man could know who's
you would know that if that man is sent by God. You're gonna know if he's sent by God because a man of God really ain't gonna even want to have sex with you. I mean, to be honest,
and none of them wanted to have sex with me, and I haven't. It's not people that I've had sex with. These are people who just like we might go out to eat, and they be like a couple of days later, like, I know you, my wife. Like, I know just by the conversation, the things that we talked about, the vibe that we have. But I be thinking like, man, I be vibing with everybody. Like, I catch a, like, me and you caught a vibe. We met each other 2 years ago, and we still friends. You feel what I'm saying? We ain't never even seen each other in person, like physically in person. We just talk on the phone and do video together. So I could dig it. I believe that it happens. Like, people meet a one person. I have
but you know what? You know, because you'll know for sure if that's your husband. Because if it was meant from God, then you would be married to one of them. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You would know if it's just game or if people just running a mouth. Because you got a lot of people a lot like that. You my wife. You my wife. Boy, I ain't your wife.
That's what I be saying. I be like, boy, I'm not your wife. You cool now, but no.
You don't even know me. How you love me?
Like, no. I could dig it though. I believe people. Now, I do believe in love at first sight, and I believe in all that stuff. Like, I believe in a man. He gonna find his woman and all this kind of stuff like that or whatever.
Ain't no woman. I'm just gonna tell the truth. Ain't no woman finna just be saying that she finna be dating different dudes, and you done been with men before. Women, you got women that done had sex before. You get urges. You're not finna be just dating.
I disagree. I disagree. I completely.
Ain't no woman finna go.
And why I completely disagree? No, I 100% I disagree, because when I was celibate, I did not get no urges. Like, it wasn't even like a thing.
You said was. So
yeah, when I was celibate, when I broke,
so why did you stop being celibate?
I stopped because I went into a relationship. I got into a relationship with somebody. I got out of celibacy into a relationship with somebody. I didn't get out of celibacy and just start hunching. You feel what I'm saying? So I don't believe that. I believe that it's what your focus is. You know what I'm saying? Like me, I decided I'm gonna be celibate.
How long was you celibate before you got into the relationship with that person?
I was celibate for 3 years.
Okay, but ain't no woman finna go no 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years.
But I disagree, because I know women who ain't had sex in probably like 5 years. They might have like a like a sexual toy or something like that, but they haven't had sex with no man. That's the mentality. Like, I think that's the younger.
I feel like when you're a celibate woman, you're just not gonna want to be up in all these dudes' face because of that situation right there.
Some people choose celibacy for different reasons. Some people choose celibacy to focus on their spiritual connection. Some people choose celibacy because they want to wait for the right man to come in their life. Some people choose celibacy, and when they waiting for the right man to come in their life, they dating. You feel what I'm saying? Some men, like, I went on a lot of dates when I was celibate. Some men was okay with me being celibate. Some men was like, oh no, I respect you and everything, but I know I want to touch you. You feel what I'm saying?
But you know what? That's not the case for everybody. It's just me and you talking about our situation, but that's not the case for the rest of the world. You got women.
No, that's why I said everybody is different. Like, everybody do.
But I'm saying for the rest of the women, you got women out here that's dating and they getting knocked down by these men. Like, these women are not going on these dates.
And guess what? Every time. And this is how I feel. Every time a woman tell me that she's dating multiple men and that she's sleeping with all of them, I tell her that is her business and that is her body, and she can do whatever she want to do, and nobody shouldn't be able to say nothing. But I say that because I don't like hoish men. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I don't like men who have multiple women that they sleeping with and kissing and all that kind of.
Everybody is doing it. If you think about it, in my generation of us people dating and getting these multiple people, they're not just getting these multiple people and not sleeping with somebody. You're not a woman. You're not walking around. Every woman is not coming around here celibate. You know what I'm saying? Every woman
is not coming around celibate, but I'm learning that a lot of men, they don't even be like about sex. Like, they just be like, I ain't trying to have sex with her for real. Just trying to like get to know her It just depends on the person.
Our generation, most of these dudes trying to knock them down, and most of these women they get open and they.
So hold on, Shay. Wait a minute. Hold on. What's your generation? Now your generation is 30.
They having sex on the first day.
From ages, though, I need the ages from age 30 to what?
I'm gonna say from age. I'm gonna say from ages 20. I'm gonna say from ages probably 30 to 40, if that's gonna be the case. Because I'm
not that age, baby. I'm a cougar.
In them age group, a lot of these people are knocking each other down on the first day.
Right.
The men is not putting in that work like how back in the old days, how men would put in work and take a woman on a date and then sleep with her. The reason why the dating scene got so much pee in it now is because of that reason. You got women like me that's trying to, we gonna wait until we find the right man for us and all this other stuff. But them men doing it like that because it's easy nowadays. They can go get with a woman today and sleep with her today. He ain't got to necessarily wait. She ain't going to say, oh, I'm celibate. He ain't got to wait on none of that. You celibate? Okay, gonna be celibate. He going to go over there and go find the next woman that's going to knock him down that day. He don't have to put in no work. He don't have to call your phone. He don't have to text you. He don't have to do nothing. So they feel like because of how the generation is, they feel like that's how every woman is, that they don't have to put in that work no more.
But you don't think this? This is a thought. This is a thought because me and you in two different generations of growth of age.
Because you think of
you don't think that even in my generation, in my grandma generation, okay, in my generation, in my mama generation, in my grandma generation, in my great grandma generation, you don't think it was females that would give it up fast?
I mean, yeah, but that was just like a little bit. But now in this day and time, everybody giving it up. Like it ain't no,
So
in your generation, you could probably find more women that's on the celibate side that's trying to, find the right person. In my generation, if a woman is celibate, every woman ain't like that. You gonna find probably one or two of those that's trying to do that. But then for the rest of them, it's like, you know what I'm saying?
We need to get some celibate women up here on your generation. And
where? Besides me, who? I'm just
saying. It got to be some celibate women in your generation now. Everybody ain't giving out. Now, Shay, now come on now. It got to be.
All I'm saying is, in this generation, these men's not putting in that work no more because they done made it easy out here to where they don't have to put in all that work. So when they get to complaining about dudes, he don't even call, he only text, that's because they done made it easy. All he can do is shoot a text message and go get in the bed with you. That's it. He ain't got to take you out on no real date. He ain't got to do nothing big.
Okay, I can, well, I don't know. But in some cases, I can agree because anytime that I've met a dude from a younger generation, like your generation age or whatever, it's pretty much like, hey, how you doing? I wanna pull up on you. And I'm like, pull up on me well. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to come to your house and see you. And in my mind, I'm thinking, like, first of all, why you want to come to my house? Because you don't know who I live with or what's going on at my house. And then you want to come in my house? Like, what are we doing? Like, we finna meet in the parking lot? Yeah. But I guess I would be thinking, like, but I don't know, maybe this ain't even the thing no more because I know that from what I understand, men getting tired of taking women out on dates and not going nowhere with them, or the woman go out a date with you and then she go out on a date with Fred. She just eating all week. You feel what I'm saying? And so she good, so she ain't paying no attention. So maybe from a female point of view, being my age, it's kind of like I want to go out on a date, but I would prefer us to, like, we can go Dutch. Like, I'm gonna pay for me and you could pay for you. You know what I'm saying? But I don't like you pulling up and you coming inside my house like on the first. I don't consider it, nothing. Like, what we finna do? You know what I'm saying? Because I probably won't even ride my own car.
And go and be with them other girls that they be dealing with. That's it.
Yeah, because I find like when I don't respond to that, then or in the times that it's happening, I didn't respond to it. then the person is like, they don't even want to talk no more. And I be thinking like, huh?
They don't even want to talk no more.
I be thinking like, well, what happened to such and such? Because he said, oh, wait a minute, I ain't let him come to my house, so now he mad. Or maybe I did let him come, but we sat outside. You feel what I'm saying? Because what you coming in my house for?
But you know what? Maybe if more women would keep their legs closed in this generation, then it'll go back to what it needs to be. And it's not gonna do that because, like I just said, everybody's just doing everything. So these men is not really taking no women serious. They're not really taking no women serious. They're saying they celibate because they looking at them like, yeah, it's so many women that say that to a dude. Like when she meet a dude, that's the first line a women gonna say. Is a woman gonna say to a man is, oh well, I ain't. He gonna ask when last time you had said, oh, I ain't been with nobody in about 4 or 5 months, knowing she was just with a nigga last week. You know what I'm saying?
I think women today are savages on some point because women don't even be playing. They be like, well, if you don't want me, I'm gonna go to the next dude. And if you don't want me, I'll be going to the next dude. I be like, ooh, I just be watching. But at the same time, I feel like sometimes women get tired. Like women be getting tired too. Like we tired of being disrespected or we tired of being used. We tired of, you know what I'm saying? So I think it play both ways. I don't think it's just a one-way thing, especially like with
gotta do something about being tired. Like stop just wasting your time and focusing on men all the time. It's other stuff that we can focus on besides a date.
I
Besides
don't think that I don't think that that's I don't think that that's like easy to do for some. And I'm gonna tell you why I don't think it is. Because we live in a generation, like this generation right now, don't have a lot of love. You know what I'm saying? You got best friends turning on best friends. You got the videos telling you to be toxic and cheat on your man, and the man to cheat on the woman, and you got everybody in their video talking about I got holes and all this kind of stuff like that. You feel what I'm saying? So no matter who you is in this world, and no matter what you do in this world, you still crave love. You feel what I'm saying?
I'm gonna crave love, but at the end of
Right.
the day, still stuff that we need to do before we even get that love. Sometimes God do everything for a reason. Sometimes we not finding that love because it's stuff that he want us to do in our singleness. Besides worry about jumping from men to men or jumping from date to date. Sometimes God just wants you to be still, and sometimes he wants you to just be to him, he wants that time because, God is a jealous God. And sometimes what we do is we idolize a man over the creator. That's what we do a lot of times. We idolize these men to be, I want a relationship. And we don't even have time for God. And he like, oh, you want a relationship. You want somebody to give you all your time, all the time, be consistent with you. But then you can't even be consistent with me. You won't even pray. You won't even read the prayer.
Realize that
You won't even open your Bible and talk to me 24/7. But you want a man to text and call you 24/7. But you won't even do that for me.
But you gotta also realize that your generation lacks God. It ain't no more, like my generation, like my great grandmother. I stayed with my great grandmother for summers. I stayed with my grandma. So we had an older generation that could lead us to God or support us in being a woman. Your generation did not get that. You feel what I'm saying? Because the mothers then became younger and younger. So it's kind of like we could say, like you got that because you probably the 1%, but it's a whole bunch of women that don't know nothing about what you talking about. Who is God? What did God do for me? You know what I'm saying? They grandma, they great grandma, they ain't in them been taken to church.
Like that's on these podcasts to let them know who God is.
That's true, but ain't some people in your generation they don't even know what a podcast is. Like they
but
you know what I'm saying?
That's the thing. We always be, in my generation, we always be worried about the generations. You know what I'm saying? We always, he say you in the world, but you not of it. But you got so many of us be so worried about the day and the time. Like, oh man, they don't do that this day and time. They don't do it. Don't matter what they don't do. What however we supposed to do it is how it still should be. You know what I'm saying? They say,
that's what I said because y'all really didn't get the old school like teaching like I got. Okay, so I'm an 80s baby, which means that my mother was born in the 60s. You feel what I'm saying? Her mother was born in the 40s or 50s. You know what you get what I'm saying? So in the 40s. So it was like, and then her mother was born in the 30s or the 13th. You feel what I'm saying? So everybody, the generations done changed because when you was born, let me see, when I was going to school.
But I was born in the 90s. But
okay, so you was born in the 90s.
My mom was
going to school in the 90s, but I had most of my friends in school was having babies in like middle school. I had a friend who had a baby in middle school, 12 years old. You feel what I'm saying? I had a friend, and then by the time high school came, then my friends was having, like they was having babies in high school. So then it was like, okay, well now you got these older grandmamas who's trying to be young because they didn't get a chance to live their life because they was raising babies as teenagers. You feel what I'm saying? They was raising babies in the 90s, in the beginning of the 2000s. And so like my kids, they old school because I didn't have them until I had my first son when I was 27, then my next son when I was 30. I'm old school, so they already, you know what I'm saying? And now they teenagers and they very old school. They got old school ways, but I had a auntie, a great grandma, a great auntie. You feel what I'm saying? I had all those things that this generation did not have. And you're right, they can listen to podcasts.
But see, my mama was born in the 60s. My granny was born in the 30s. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So I don't really feel like it just got nothing to do with, the parents. I feel like it got something to do with you as an individual. Like, because we got all these different stuff that you can Google. You can get on TikTok, and you can get on TikTok and learn how to twerk. You can get on TikTok and learn how to cook some food. You know what I'm saying? You can get on, you can click on something. I'm just gonna look up in my phone. Hold up, I'm gonna look something up. I'm just gonna
Can you look up in TikTok? Can you look up on TikTok how to
I'm looking up how to be a wife.
Oh, I wouldn't get none of that off the internet.
Pray regularly. See, I mean, I'm just saying it just give you little different stuff you can do. I'm just saying it's different stuff that you can look up on here for anything.
But you would choose to do that. But somebody who is caught up in the world, they not gonna choose to do that until something like sparks their interest. You understand what I'm saying? I think that we beat down the generation so much, like my son's generations, because they were born in the 2000s. We beat down each generation so much instead of teaching them or showing them what love is.
That you can take a horse to the water, but you can't make them drink it. So you can
take a horse to the water.
They just don't want it. And even in the
Bible, I
don't
think it's that they don't want it. I think it's that they don't understand, and I think that the world is created to look more appealing than what God has to offer you. That's any type of way around the board. But it also doesn't help that when you go to church, you got Sister so and so now talking about your short dress. It doesn't help that like you got Pastor such and such touching the kids, and you understand what I'm saying? So a lot of that play a big part in a lot of reason why people don't seek God for, you know what I'm saying? Because see, we didn't see that, even though we know brother such and such was doing something, because our grandma and them used to be talking about it. It was so hush hush.
I mean, I know about church hurt and all that stuff too, but at the same time, it's still a personal relationship. What he doing in his relationship with God, that's gonna be him held accountable for that. We gotta be held accountable for our own relationship with God. So whatever the church is doing, it really doesn't have nothing to do with ourselves and our own personal relationship with God.
But that's how you think, and that's how I think. You feel what I'm saying? But somebody who don't know God or who don't know, you have to meet a person in their need. You feel what I'm saying? Like if you want them to start trying to like turn around and you want them to change their life, you have to meet them in their need. Meaning like, okay, you meet a girl, she don't look like you, she don't talk like you, but you can see she got a good heart. You feel what I'm saying? She might be sleeping with a bunch of men, and she might be dating not the proper way, and she might not take care of her kids and all that kind of stuff like that. But what we do is we talk about them people, but we don't try to bring them close and try to really get to know them.
But see, my relationship with God, the way I am with it, I don't talk about them. I don't preach to them. I don't do none of that because I feel like that when God is ready to draw people, he got his way of drawing them in himself. I really don't even feel like it's up to us to be trying to preach somebody down on something.
I feel like to preach them down, but in the Bible, that's what the disciples was for.
I feel
like if you believe in the Bible, the disciples went out and that's what they was doing. They was talking to people, but I feel like they was more so. Now I'm not, even though I know the Bible and even though I'm not, no, but
I feel like those disciples were where they needed to be to do that. You know what I'm saying? I feel like a lot of people. I feel like you can't really tell nobody else what they need to do until you get on the path of what you need to get on. You know what I'm saying? Those disciples was disciplined in certain type of areas. You know, where they
wasn't. They wasn't. They was lying. They denied Jesus. You understand what I'm saying? They was doing all the kind of stuff. That's the thing. Like people feel like you have to be in a certain kind of. You have to be. You don't have to be in a certain kind of state. If the Bible say that God will make a rock cry out. You understand what I'm saying? The rock is in a dormant state. So if you see somebody and you see somebody in a fault, whatever the fault may be, you don't have to preach them down, but you should try to love them. You should try to encourage them, and you should try to even if you ain't in a perfect state. Even if because ain't nobody perfect.
I encourage everybody, but I'm not finna preach to nobody.
No, I ain't saying preach to them, but I'm saying like you could still befriend somebody who don't look like you or don't act like you.
I got a lot of friends that ain't nothing like me. A whole lot
that don't act like you, but that's different from you, but you see something different in them. Because you can't tell me that you don't like you somewhere sometime and you see a girl who kind of like with a whole bunch of other girls and she acting out and you kind of look at her like she don't even really belong with them. You feel what I'm saying?
Talk to her and them girls that's acting out too. You know what I'm saying? Right. It's not my place to. I don't know. I don't know how
you can preach them down. I'm saying introduce yourself. Hey, my name's Shay. I got a podcast.
But I'm down to earth. I'm not looking at because he that's without seeing can cast the first song, and I'm not without it. So I'm not supposed to sit up here and be worried about, you know what I'm saying, what nobody else got going on or nothing like that. I don't. That ain't my business. I can't. You know what I'm saying? These grown people. You know what I'm saying?
They is grown people, but see, that's part of the reason why I think that we in the state that we in, because even when I was little, it take a village to raise a child. But even when stuff happened with adults, it was people that was like, hey, y'all seen little JoJo now? No, I ain't seen him. JoJo could have been on crack. But because the whole neighborhood know he on crack, we still looking for little JoJo. But everybody now is like, oh, well, this ain't my business and that ain't my business and I ain't worried about that. That person grown and but we can't even function without each other. Because if we supposed to be a whole body, like I said, if we supposed to be a whole body, we don't be acting like a body. We be acting like the fingers separated from the hand, the arm separated from the neck, the body separated from the chest. You feel what I'm saying? But that's not the truth. We don't even come together like we supposed to because everybody like, well, that ain't I ain't got nothing to do with that. Instead of telling somebody what's real. Instead of like, it's a little boy living in my neighborhood right now. I saw him cross the major street the other day. The major street. And I was going somewhere else. I politely turned around. He went in that store and I went in that store behind him. I said, listen, don't be crossing that major street no more. I said, you too little to be crossing that major street like that. I said, and as a matter of fact, I'm finna wait for you to get whatever you finna get, and I'm finna take you back to the apartment in my car. And then don't cross that street like that. Yes, ma'am, yes, ma'am, yes, ma'am, yes, ma'am.
You know, it's easier said for a child than for a grown-up. You can't go to no grown-up. Don't be wearing them shorts up in your butt like that.
But you ain't gotta say that to them. You don't have to say that to them. You don't have to say, don't be wearing your shorts up in your butt like that. You could just befriend them and get to know them. You might go to their house and see like they ain't got no clothes for real. It's cheaper to buy hoochie clothes than it is to buy doggone it's cheaper to buy hoochie clothes than it is to buy what you call it. I remember when I started going to church. I remember when I was young and I used to go to church and people would come to church. And that's crazy because I was thinking about this today. People would come to church, new people would come to church, and they would come to church not dressed properly. The next day, you would see the sisters coming there with a whole bunch of clothes a whole bunch of new clothes for that person, especially if they decided they wanted to live for God or whatever, because I grew up in the Pentecostal church.
Yeah.
So especially then they'll start bringing them stuff. But like I said, to each his own. People don't like to say nothing to nobody no more. People are not real. They fake. They'll sit up and talk about you behind your back, but they won't tell you in your face like, hey, you're a pretty girl. You know what I'm saying? Like, you will look cute in something like this if you get to know them. Or you don't have to always down a person to lift them up. Sometimes you could just lift them up like, you're a pretty girl. You'll look cute in whatever. Or, dude, why are you talking like that? You ain't got to talk like that. You may think people not listening, but sometimes they are.
Yeah, but we can do that like that. But me personally, I feel like we should just pray for people and let God, get in the heart of people. Because it's really not our job to sit up here and try to tell people how they need to be. I'm just not big on it. You know what I'm saying? That's just something I'm just not big on. I'm not finna to preach nobody down. I'm not finna to.
That's not preaching them down. That's loving them. You can't tell me. You know what?
Want to do that.
I tell people all the time, you cannot tell me that you love me and see me. The Bible says if you see your brother and sister in the fault, to say something to them. That's what the Bible says.
I see a lot of faults, and I'm just not gonna say nothing to it because the truth sometimes hurt people, and I'm not fit to do that because if we don't speak on finding people in a fault, it's a lifestyle that a lot of people is living that they in a fault on. So if that's the case, I need to start doing about it.
But serious. So then why don't nobody say nothing to them?
You can go to jail for saying stuff to some of these people.
Depends. It depends. I say stuff to people all the time, and I expect people to say stuff to me. If you see me in a fault, don't let me be in that fault. Don't.
So you see two gay men walking down the street with each other, and they married, and you gonna think y'all shouldn't be married to each other? They know what's right. They know what's wrong. I feel like
when it comes to gay men and all that kind of stuff like that, like when it comes to that stuff, and people who be talking about that stuff, who be going to church, first of all, Mr. Charlie been the Tamarine man for years. It just wasn't talked about. Mr. Charlie was spinning that tamarine and dancing, and he was getting in the car and going home with Brother Bob for years. Now all of a sudden it's a problem because nobody ain't addressed the problem in the beginning. So no, like stuff like that, I don't even respect people who even, because this been going on for a very long time.
So that's what I'm saying. So if it's still wrong in the eyesight of God, if it's just certain stuff we should speak on, I just feel
speak on it. Speak on it.
What I'm gonna tell her about her clothing when this man living in a hole of abomination?
You ain't have to tell her about her clothing. That's not what I said. I never said you had to tell her about her clothing.
Why would I go to, why do you saying like we need to go to people and just tell them,
No, I said you need to go to people and you need to encourage them. Some people you need to.
So what if I want to go to Bob and Tim?
Well, go and encourage them. And encouragement is not an encouragement. No. You looking at an encouragement, you stuck on telling them something about themselves. No, I'm telling you, befriend them, love them, no matter what. No matter what state they in, it doesn't matter what state they in. If somebody go today and murder somebody, and they was my friend before they committed the murder, I'm still gonna go see them in jail.
You know what? Even if they wasn't my friend before they did the murder, I'll still encourage them. But I'm just saying, I'm not pissed.
So why do we accept the murderer more than we accept the person that's gay?
We're not accepting the murder more than we accept the person that's gay. You just told me to speak out about. I'm just saying, if I'm gonna speak,
this is what I'm saying. So when I get to that jail, I'm gonna tell that person that you was wrong for committing that crime, but I still love you.
And you is an abomination, and you're supposed to be married to a woman, and I still love you too. You know what I'm saying? So if I can't, that's the point
what I'm
making.
saying. That's
So
all
this
I'm saying.
is the point I'm making. This is what I was just saying. I don't want to go speak to nobody about them, because if I'm gonna speak to them about something, it's something else that somebody else is doing, I'm gonna have to speak out on. And I'm not God.
Can somebody come and speak to you about something?
Yeah, they can, but at the same time, I'm not God, because the Bible says
that you God.
That's what they gonna judge you with. I'm more
You're
like
not
this,
judging them.
but I'm the person like this in the Bible. I believe this fully in the Bible.
Mm-hmm.
When he say cast the beam out of your own eye, I fully believe that. Me, I'm the type of person, I like to examine my own self, my own life. I'm focused on trying to get my own soul and salvation right with God. I can't be focused on what somebody else doing. At this point in my life, I really can't even be trying to encourage somebody else to even be doing something when I'm not even encouraged myself. You get what I'm saying? Like, I feel like you need to.
What if God tell you to speak to somebody?
I'm just big on sweeping around your own front door, and I'm just at a point in my life.
What if God tell you to speak to them though?
I mean, if God tell me to do it, then I'm gonna be obedient. But at this point in my life, I'm sweeping around my own front door. Like, I don't even.
It's not about sweeping behind nobody's door. But if God tell you to do something, you saying you're gonna do it. So
I'm gonna be obedient in doing it. But
so
if God ain't told me to do it, I'm sweeping around my own door.
How do you, girl? You don't listen for nothing. For nothing. You don't listen for nothing, because you get stuck on one thing and you think that's where the conversation going. So you missing the point. If God telling you to do something, if God tell you to go talk to that girl, like just go speak to her, or that girl catch your eye and something in your head say, I should go say something to her. Are you truly gonna be obedient? Because you saying only sleeping around my dog.
Said that if God told me to go and speak, I'm gonna be obedient to him. I'm gonna do that if he tell me to. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, I said if God don't tell me to do it, I'm sweeping around my own front door and I'm minding my own business. All I can do from a distance, I can see something. I just pray for these people. Like, I get on my knees. First, I'm gonna pray, Lord, forgive me of my sins, mine, because we have them too. Lord, forgive me for that mistake that I made, because I'm human too. Mm-hmm. That's what I'm gonna be doing. Then once I pray for me, then that's when I'm a Lord, bless such and such, bless the world, forgive us all of our sins, and Lord, get into their hearts and change their mind, and all that good stuff. That's what I'm big on. But I'm really more so big on examining myself. And this is what a lot of people in the church house is messing up in. They always looking around. Oh, I need to go encourage such and such. I need to go encourage her. Their skirt too short. Let me go. But they ain't encouraging their own self. You worrying about somebody else wearing this short skirt, but then you ain't even right within. Like, make that make sense to me. You worried about him, Tim, and Bob over here, and you gonna go over there and encourage them, and hey,
you can't really make it make sense, because people gonna be whoever they are. They're gonna be whoever they are.
Up in the church.
I thought about this today when I was riding in the car, because I don't know why I was thinking about church, and I was thinking about and I haven't been to church in a long time. I'm not a person like that. No. But I was thinking, when I was young, we used to have testimony service. And so it's a scripture in the Bible that says they were overcome by the words of their testimony. Yeah. So I was like, I said, I need to call somebody and ask them if they still be doing testimony service in church.
They be doing them.
And because I know, like, in mega churches, like these big churches that be around, like, I don't be seeing them do no testimony service in these big churches. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And so it kind of like sometimes I feel like pastors want the only word to be heard is they word. You feel what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But if the people know that the people in the congregation are going through the same things that they going through, that's basically what I'm saying by encourage people. You feel what I'm saying? If I stand up and I tell you, and I remember like it was yesterday. So when people be like, praise the Lord, praise the Lord. I wanna say, last week I lost my job, but I prayed and I fasted and I, God bless me with a job this week. You feel what I'm saying? So everybody is excited, and then you got brother so and so who's sitting in the back, and he kind of upset because he just lost his job yesterday. You feel what I'm saying? And so he being encouraged. You feel what I'm saying, by someone else. Or it just depends. Like it really depends. And I get what people say, like, oh, I'm just minding my business, this, that, and the other, or whatever, and I'm just gonna pray for them. And some people don't even really have a real prayer life. You feel what I'm saying? To say that they finna pray for somebody in order to see something changed in somebody's life. Or like you said, some people be having a whole bunch of stuff going on. But I just feel like when God tell you to do something, just do it. You might not understand it, and it might not be comfortable what God wants you to do. But if God tell you to do something, and your whole mindset is, I'm just gonna mind my business. You never know. You going up to somebody and saying, not you per se, but just anybody. You going up to somebody and saying, "Hey, how you doing?" could change their life. You feel what I'm saying? I mean, plenty of times in my life, God has told me to go and do such and such, and go talk to this lady. I just go talking to the lady. Hey, how you doing? My name Demasha, shaking her hand, blah, blah, blah. She looking sad. She looking down. I might say something because I'm a little silly. I might say something silly and she start laughing. Then we have a conversation. And then she say, you know what? Today I was just finna end my life. But sitting here talking to you encouraged me. So when I was saying to you that you ain't never been somewhere and it's like God just draw you to somebody, and they might have on something that, they might not look like you, or they might not be as, humble as you or whatever, but God just draw you to that person.
I do security, and it was a time that God led me to a woman that was finna commit suicide. She had the cut on her on her wrist and everything, and I encouraged her. But what I'm saying is, if God leads you to do it, then you should do something if he leads you to do it. But if God didn't lead you to do it, then I don't think that you should be involving yourself in just being other folks' business like that. Like, that's what I'm saying. That's the way. Now, if God leads you to do it and go talk to people, then you do it, because sometimes you can just be doing stuff and you're not operating from the spirit. You're doing it from the flesh, from yourself. It don't turn out the way that you want it to turn. For example, you can just walk up to somebody and you see that they trying to commit suicide, and you just walk up on them. Hey, what are you doing? They don't want to talk. They is out of their mind. Like, they on some, I want to kill me and I want to kill whoever come talking to me. And if you're not led by God and you run up on that person, they could have a gun and shoot you and shoot themselves, because they don't care about their own life. I feel like you have to be led by God when you talking to people, because sometimes some stuff just don't be your battle. Sometimes people dealing with demons that you're not even able to even deal with. Sometimes they dealing with demons that they need somebody that's on the higher level spiritually to deal with than you. You know what I'm saying? So you have to be, you have to be aware. You have to make sure you are led by God when it comes to coming up to these people. Now, I have talked to a man that he had hair on his head and stuff. And we had a conversation. He had on the dress. He had hair in his head, and we was talking. And he just told me that he was hurt. And I just told him that he was hurt about some stuff that happened in his life, and that God wanted to save his life or whatever. And I told him to come to church with me and stuff. And the dude, he started crying or whatever. See, he could listen to me because I was led by God when I came to him. And the stuff he was telling me that happened to him is the reason why he turned out to be the way that he was. Like, somebody was, he got personal with it. Like, he was molested and stuff like that. So that's the reason why he turned out to be the way that he was. But if I was in that store and I was in line getting me something to eat, and I seen him, and the spirit didn't just deal with me and say, go talk to him, I wouldn't have said nothing to him, because everything is not your battle, you know. Every battle is not your battle. Some stuff is not for you to go and try to go do. Some stuff is just for God and God alone to intervene on. Like, you know, even people on drugs, you can talk to them about God and stuff like that, but you talking to them alone might not be what's going to deliver them. You know what I'm saying? Some stuff, it takes God, you know, it's going to take God to intervene on. So that's why if God leave me,
I'm gonna mind my business, y'all.
God leave me to do it, I'm gonna do it. But I love everybody.
I'm just gonna mind my business.
Look, I love everybody. If God don't tell me to talk to that young lady, look, I don't care what that lady do. If she prostituting, I can say hey to you and be your friend and everything. I love everybody. But if God, the Spirit touched me to tell her something, I'm gonna let her know. Now, on that same token, I can mind my business if he don't tell me nothing. But if he do tell me something, then you gonna be mad because I'm gonna tell you what it is. That's how I am. Either I'm gonna mind my business, or I'm gonna tell you the truth. So
that's what I'm saying. Like you go. Sometimes you can't mind your business. Sometimes God wants you to speak.
Yeah,
like He wants you to say something. You know, like it is what it is. So you have to be able to say it, and it's okay. You gotta watch that conversation.
You can't get mad now because now you know you want to be friends, and I told you the truth. Now you mad. But when I was minding my business, you know you headed for destruction. But now that I'm talking now, you know what I'm saying?
But see, that's what I think the issue is with the world is that the fact that people be having they don't know what a true friend is. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't know what a true friend is. A true friend gonna tell you the truth when you right or when you wrong. You know, I remember like growing up and my auntie Barbara, she was like, you was not gonna play with her, baby. Cause she gonna tell you about your tail and your mama tail and your auntie tail and your sister, brother, them sister, cousin, fifth root removed cousin tail. So, but I always admired her because she just said what was on her mind. And she was the most loving person. Like you could tell she was a loving person, but people know she ain't play because she was honest. And so I respected her for that. And I respect people that's in my life that tell me the truth. Like, don't lie to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't beat around the bush with me. People get frustrated sometimes because they'll call me and they'll want something. And because I'm so direct, because I'm not mean, but I'm direct. I'm so direct. They scared to ask me. And I'm like, what? You know what I'm saying? Like, what is it? Like, what is it that you need? Like, I don't want to beat around the bush. I got 1,000 things I'm doing. What's up, baby? What you need? You know what I'm saying? Oh, I want to know if you could. Okay, yeah. And they're like, for real? I'm like, all you gotta do is ask. Just speak. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a real friend. If I find you doing something crazy, I'm gonna say, like, I ain't like that. I don't like that. That was crazy. Like, why you did that? Not to put you down, but if you wrong, you wrong. And if I say I'm your friend, why I can't tell you wrong? Because you better tell me when I'm wrong, Shay. You better be like, you was wrong, friend.
Yeah, with my friends now, my circle, I will. But when it's just strangers out here, I don't know what's in them people's mind. I ain't finna go rock up on you.
People today are crazy because they're not used to the truth.
Exactly, they would kill you. Go up there on Bob and Tim talking about that stuff. They
going well, because where we finna go when I come to Texas? No,
yeah, you probably gonna end up without a job and all type of stuff. You better leave these people alone. Go there talking to them people about their lifestyle and what they doing. You better leave these folks alone before you wake up tomorrow and don't have a job.
Well, what they gonna do? They gonna call them, what they calling the state on you?
They gonna them people will record you. See, she's against it, and you know what I'm saying. And you would lose your job. You would probably lose your life messing with those type of people. You know what I'm saying? God. You gotta really be prayed up when it comes to them because you gotta really be moved by God for them to just, because if them people got the devil in them and you moving in your flesh, you ain't gonna have no job tomorrow.
Now what street this is? So I don't go there now. 5 and 10.
It's everywhere. That's fine. Girl, y'all better leave these folks alone. They gonna go to Twitter. They gonna go to the press board. I'm telling you, your whole life finna be.
I think it'd be. You know what? You say Twitter, press board, all that stuff, right? I be getting so mad when people be wrong and it be like 10,000 people on they post co-signing they wrongness. I be like, now y'all need to stop this. Cause I be like, am I looking at this the wrong way? I be sending it to a whole bunch of people. I like, look at this story that just happened. Tell me what you think. Oh, that was crazy. Like, why he did that? You know what I'm saying? It's almost like the man who it was the black guy. I think he might be in Texas or he from somewhere. He was saying that black people didn't need reparations because look, you already laughing because of slavery. He was like, black people didn't need reparations for slavery. And he was a black man saying this. And so it was so many people up under this thing co-signing. And I was thinking like everybody got reparations for their slavery time. Indian people, the Holocaust people, everybody got reparations, but black people don't need reparations and y'all co-signing. I said, boy, y'all something else, boy. Shay, I'm gonna get off of this podcast with you. We done 2 hours, 14 minutes.
No, you said we were gonna be on.
I told you I wasn't gonna be on here for 2 hours. I don't win 15 minutes over. 17 now. No, ma'am. We ain't doing this. So you do your exit talk. What's your exit talk?
Lord, yeah, we done went to church and we done went.
Child, we done been from a relationship. This how me and Shay really be talking on the phone though. We done went to church. We done brought y'all
in the back of my mind, I'm saying, how we go from talking about these relationships to church? I'm like,
but it's a live chat. This is what you wanted to do. You was like, I want to have a talk with somebody on the podcast, and we just gonna talk and we gonna laugh and
yeah, that's it. It ain't nothing major. We just talking. Did we agree to disagree on some subjects?
And we still friends, so we still gonna get on the phone tomorrow, y'all, and talk.
And we gonna talk about this little best friend in this situation.
Now she want to get me by myself and try to talk to me.
I'm gonna get all in your business with this. I gotta know, do you love him or because I think he still got your heart. I don't know. I'm gonna see.
I don't know. No, not at all. Not at all. You know what I'm saying? Not like, first of all, this is like middle school, high
school. Oh, God, that ain't nothing.
That's what I'm saying. So that's what I'm talking about. Like, nah. I can't consider a man that I meet in my adult years right now my best friend.
Well, you know what? If you saying it on that note, then I feel like if that woman is being insecure of a middle school fling or whatever that was, girl, you need to go get you some help because that don't count. Anything.
Well, that wasn't even my story. That wasn't my story. I just made that up. Oh, that wasn't my story. I got a best friend, and we knew each other since high school. But I was just saying like a woman being insecure. You feel what I'm saying? Oh. I was just giving you scenarios. No, that ain't my story. I don't have drama in my life like that because I don't, like I cut the crowd. Like they got to go. If you with the drama, if you trying to play, if you trying to do anything other than love, respect, honor, and be loyal, I don't got time for that. Go ahead about your business, and I'm gonna go about my business. Now, don't get me wrong, because I'm still a human. So sometimes you get caught up in stuff and you let stuff linger too long. And I have in letting stuff linger too long. But baby, when I catch on, that could be friend, foe, family. I don't care.
That's both of us because I'm the same way.
Yeah, I don't be doing that because I'm peaceful and I want peace. And either you're gonna be peaceful in my life or you're gonna be removed from my life. And we standing on business. We standing on business with that. I'm a good person and you're gonna be good to me. And if you can't be good to me, you might as well go on about your business.
You heard her. She said you might as well go on about your business because she's a good person. You're gonna be good to her.
Because I'm gonna be good to you. So we gotta reciprocate. We gotta match each other. Like if I love you, you love me. Like you match me. You be like, we get on the podcast. I be like, come on, let's get on the podcast. I call you, set the podcast. Let's go ahead and get on. You feel what I'm saying? We talk about whatever. But that goes for everybody in my life. I don't discriminate with family, none of that. Oh, that's my cousin. That's my auntie, sister, no little son.
Same way.
I don't care about none of that. I don't care. We gonna love each other. We gonna nah. Mm-mm. You ain't finna bring no drama to my life. It's peaceful over here. You see all this? You hear somebody in here?
I'm telling you.
It's
you
peaceful.
might be somebody, but it ain't gonna be nobody with no drama.
No.
Might be asking for some or something like that, but it ain't gonna be trying to start argument.
No, ma'am. Well, Shay, do your exit talk now. Cause we'll sit up here and talk till 12 o'clock. Now it's 12 o'clock. It's 11:58 in Florida, baby.
We want the people that don't want us.
Why is it that we want the people who don't want us?
Why is it that people, like, for example, what I'm saying is, why is it that people want the people that don't want them, but then the ones that want them, they don't want them?
Man, you know what? I be thinking about this all the time because I feel like, okay, look, Juju, I'm just messing with you. I feel like certain people be liking you, and they might actually be a good person, but then you go ahead and you pick somebody who don't treat you right. You know what I'm saying? That happens a lot, but it's just I think it's just the universe. And it's just you wanting to having or you needing to cut people off. You know what I'm saying? Like if they not like I'm big on reciprocation now. If you're not giving me what I'm giving you, then we gonna have to you get what I'm saying? And so that comes into like you gotta know that it be hard. It do be hard because you really be liking somebody and you really want to make it work with them and you really want them to give you what you giving them. But at the same time, this is where self-respect come in. So you gotta ask yourself, do I respect myself? Because don't get me wrong, it done been some men that I have like, like I would say there have been two of them in my life. There have been two people that I've kind of like I really want to be with you. You feel what I'm saying? Like I'm giving my all, I'm saying my all, I'm trying and no response. But baby, when I woke up, you can count it all joy because you could never come back. You know what I'm saying? Because now I feel like you played with me. You could never come back. You played with my emotions. You played with how I felt about you.
I play with you. You was the one that wanted them, and
because they got to be doing something. They got to be doing something to make you keep coming back. Either if you don't like me, why are you responding to my messages?
Oh yeah.
If you don't want to talk to me, why like every 3 to 4 days you hit me up? Because you want to dangle me too, because you know how I feel about you. So it's a two-part thing. You get what I'm saying? Like it's a two-part thing. Like if you with a man and he not responding to you or not giving you the responses, even though you trying to show him affection and he's not giving you that back. So then you don't call him for like a day or two. Then he end up calling you in like 2 days, like, oh, what you doing? Oh, you want to dangle? You want to play now?
Yeah.
You got to wake up to that though. And then you got to force yourself. And when I mean force yourself, is you have to force yourself to say, like, enough is enough.
Yeah.
Don't allow nobody to dangle you.
Yep. Because it takes two to do that.
100%. Hold on, let me put this on the mute real quick so I can tell my son something because I feel like he just played with my topic. I'm still here though. Okay, I'm back.
Yeah.
But I mean, it just depends. Like you gotta just be strong enough to say, and I ain't saying you per se, but I'm saying like as a woman, just have some self-respect because you do fall in love with people, and sometimes they don't love you the same way that you love them. And guess what? That's okay. That's their choice. But don't lower yourself into they mess. Notice they patterns. Start like writing it down. Cause if I feel like somebody playing with me, I start writing it down when we talk to each other. Okay. So okay, I see you really weren't responding on this day, but then when I ain't call you the next day, you responded 2 days later. Hey, big head. Don't hey, big head me. Don't hey, big head me.
Then I'll go back to what we was talking about when it comes to dating. See, you could be not even dating nobody. That person probably got multiple people that they rotating around. You get what I'm saying?
They probably do. They could, or they could be a drug user because people be using drugs and they be high and they. Oh, you know exactly what I'm talking about. They
I
be
know.
high and they don't be responding. They be forgetting to respond. You know what I'm saying? So it could be that. It could be that they dating multiple people. It could be that they not interested or they busy. And I can say like I fall in that.
Some men, they ain't gonna tell you if they not interested. Some men be trying to see if you just gonna take the hit and, like you say, have self-respect. See, he can test you right there and be like, well, I ain't into her. Well, I ain't gonna text like that. I'm gonna see what she gonna do. Like, and if you just sit there with it, he like, she must ain't got no respect for herself. Or so they're dangling you around, and then that's when they'll throw you in the category of what they want you to be in, because it's like, obviously she don't know her worth. Obviously she don't know her value. Because if she did, then she wouldn't allow me to do this. Like the first time I did it, she'd go on and leave me alone. Because most men be wanting a challenge where if you say, hey, look, I'm not into this, I'm gone. You cut him out, then that's when it's like, oh, that's a challenge for him. Because it's like, oh, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
She knows her worth. It's a challenge for me. But when you just sit there and let them do it like that, it's like, this ain't even no challenge. This easy. Because I can text her right now and she'll reply back right then and there. She ain't gonna ask me where I was at for the last 4 or 5 days. It ain't no challenge for me, for him.
I think that I think that is a challenge for some men, but I think for other men, I think that they just I think men are softer than women. You know what I'm saying? Like I think women can be savages. Like we can cut somebody off and be like, you know what I'm saying? Whereas the man, sometimes he be like, dang, did I make the right decision? I don't want to hurt her feelings. She really a nice person. So I
Yeah.
don't want to, you know what I'm saying? Like they be going through like emotional stuff in their head. When we don't like a dude, we like, boy, I don't like you.
Yeah.
You know?
Say that. I'm not interested. Just go about your day. But a man, like,
Right. A man is more like he like, oh, I don't want to hurt her. I don't want to, make her feel bad. She a nice person. I'm just not interested in her. I'm interested in somebody else or whatever the case may be. So I think
oh,
it just depends on the people.
I just want you around for my convenience. Like whenever
Yeah.
she's a nice person. I don't want to hurt her feelings, but I still want to keep her around for my convenience though.
But that's when you got to start paying attention because see the thing is like even though women be getting caught up to where it's like you might be trying to entertain a man too long and you really feel that he don't really like you that much by the responses that he giving you or the way that he's treating you or you know what I'm saying, that you can see it. It's not
It's Chris.
nothing. It's crystal clear that okay, this ain't working. You got to let it go. You got to let it go because 9 times out of 10 he's not gonna let it go.
So do you just ghost him out completely and just no contact and don't say a word, or do you just like, hey?
When my see this how I heal, and everybody probably heal a little bit different, but this how I heal. I got to tell you exactly what I feel, and I mean I got to tell you everything that I feel. Like I got to tell you what I feel. You ain't even got to listen. I can send it in an email. And you might not never read it. It doesn't even matter to me. I might send it in a message and you might not ever listen to me. It don't even matter to me because what matters is I got it off my chest and now I'm good. So when I send you like a long message and it's late at night, it's over with. We done. I'm finished. You feel what I'm saying? Like I done because I done processed all day what I'm finna say.
Exactly.
And then it's over with. Like, okay. So this how I feel. And whether you listen to it, whether you read it, I don't even care. It don't matter. But it's
Okay, so what if you stand on business, but then you start missing the business that you standing on?
That's when you got to fight it. But see, everybody is different, because with me, if I'm saying to you like I'm done, I don't want to talk to you no more, like don't call me, don't text me, like let's cut communication, that means I had already started the process of getting over you. You feel what I'm saying? Like I done already started that process probably 2, 3, 4 weeks before I even said anything, because I know that when I say to you, listen, we don't need no contact, let's not even talk no more, I already know I mean what I'm saying. Like that's it. It ain't even about me like standing on business or anything like that. It's really about me having self-respect for myself and just saying, nah, you ain't gonna keep playing with me because I ain't a toy. But sometimes you got to be careful, because when that person comes, like, pop up somewhere, you might see them out somewhere with somebody. You get what I'm saying? Like that could happen, or you might see them on the internet with somebody.
And more than likely, in my generation, that's what it be. Like,
oh, y'all see them on the
you will
internet.
find somebody. They're gonna be with somebody. Like they not just doing it because they're not interested. They want you around too. They just trying to have like trying to be convenient, trying to make it convenient for them.
Don't be
More,
convenient for nobody.
sometimes they already be having girlfriends and you meet them and they never tell you that they in a relationship. And you be thinking that they just playing this game where they're not interested in you, but the whole time they already in a relationship. You just don't know about it.
Right. And so that's when you at my age now, that's when you don't get caught up. You feel what I'm saying? Like you just don't get caught up. You have to see who a person is. Like I do this to people that I date, because I know sometimes you could look at me and you could feel like, oh, she got everything. She good, like she's straight, she got it together. And so what I find is that people want to talk to me because they feel like, oh, she work a good job, she got a business, blah blah blah. I wait a couple of months. Yeah, we talking a good time, da, 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 but I'm just finna see what you got going on. I'm gonna pay attention to you. I'm gonna see like any habits like, and what you got, like what you got to say. And if you asking me to do this or you asking me to do that, I might go somewhere, and we might go somewhere together, and I might just pay for me. And then I say, well, you pay for you, I'm gonna pay for me. Like we straight. You ain't gotta pay for me. I'm straight, or whatever the case may be. Because I want to see if you really want me, you just playing. You get what I'm saying? Like I want to see, and then I might even start a little argument to see, like I might do something like out of the ordinary. And I'm doing it out of the ordinary to see if you really finna stick in it with me. Because I want to see like what's up. Because people be talking a good game. My grandma used to tell me all the time, talk is cheap. You know what I'm saying? But what they do, it's what they do, it's how they behave. Um, that makes you like, wait a minute. You get what I'm saying? Like, wait a minute. If you get into an argument with me and you can't come back from the argument, you ain't gonna stick in there with me. So I know I can't share my world with you. You feel what I'm saying? You mad for 6 months. 6 months? You still mad? And the only thing happened is I stepped on your toe.
Or you just stepping back like I'm cool. I just back a little bit because we got into
Yeah,
it.
I don't like that either when people say I just back a little bit. Oh, okay, because we got into something. So now you don't know how to come back from the thing that we got into. And so now you want to start all over instead of learning from that thing and growing, and let's go to the next step. You get what I'm saying? So, but it's to each his own. Like some people are okay with that. Some people be like, oh, no. Opportunity to get right. Like get right. Like I'm gonna give you an opportunity to get yourself together and be able for us to have a solid conversation. And then if we can't do that after a while, I'm like, okay, I'm good. I'm straight.
Yep. So I guess I'm gonna do what I need to do then.
You finna stand on business. Y'all, Shay is crazy. Shay, hold on now. I ain't know I was getting the man in trouble. You ain't tell me that. Nah, I know this messing with you.
It's gonna be hard for me.
You ain't well, you have a conversation. Like have a conversation. That's all you could do. If you can't have a conversation, then you kind of know. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to ask yourself what you want, like what you want in a relationship and what you want in the
relationship right now.
Okay, well, what you want in the friendship?
Oh, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I ain't saying you got to tell me, but I'm just saying, like, if you just want to have a friendship with somebody, you can't have relationship stipulations on the friendship.
Oh no! See, that's what I'm not gonna do. You free to do what you need to do, because I'm not trying to be with nobody right now.
Okay, so if you're not trying to be with nobody, then you got to ask yourself, like, is my problem reality? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what the problem is per se. Like, this person is not texting you fast enough, or they not texting you back into a couple of days, or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? Or you might be texting them like, hey, you might be texting them long texts like, hey, I care about you. I want the best for you, blah, blah, blah. And they might respond, okay. Yeah. Well, you said you wanted to be friends. So why even, why even step into that lane? You feel what I'm saying? Like, why even step into that lane instead of just being friends? Hey, how you doing? Oh, okay, good. I was just checking on you to see how you was doing. You might not talk to him for another week or two.
I mean, that's cool and all, but don't be texting me. Don't be texting me. You know what I'm saying? Don't text relationship either. So if we just friends,
you gotta cut it off.
If we just friends and I post on my story that I'm out on a date with somebody, then don't be trying to be mad at me. Like, don't be trying to be mad at me. We just friends.
It's a blur line. So then y'all need to reset the relationship. I mean, I'm not saying like in a relationship romantically. Y'all need to reset the relationship. Basically, like, we friends. I'm your friend. You my friend. But this my thing. This is just my thing. This my opinion. Don't be, like, you can't be having sex with your friends. You feel what I'm saying?
Have sex.
Okay, so
you don't need to be having sex, period. You need to just stay focused on you and stuff you need.
It's a blurry line. You know what I'm saying?
Some folks just want sex from you. That's all they want. So keep your legs closed.
Because that may have been like how the relationship was set up, or that may be what they want. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I tell people, like, I don't even like I don't want no sex from you.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get to know you. Like, I'm not trying to have sex with you. I'm just trying to.
And then with that, like, you shouldn't even do that with your friends. No way, because you're gonna end up in a bad situation.
That's how you end up in situationships, because people done started, oh, this my friend, and then he don't want a relationship. You want a relationship, and see, the thing that people forget is that sex brings emotion.
I'm telling
you, sex
you,
brings emotions, because y'all in the bed together, y'all having sex. Even if y'all having sex and he getting up and he leaving after sex, you still emotional. So that one time when you like, well, time we had sex, you got to leave like I'm some kind of hoe or something like that. Now he got to stay and he want to hold you. You understand what I'm saying? So now that one time of holding you done turned into, now he's spending the night, he's staying the weekend, he this and he that. Or it could be the flip, because I've known men to flip it. You know what I'm saying? Oh, why every time we have sex, you got to leave like I'm some piece of meat. Oh, okay, well, let me just lay down with him for a second and chill or whatever. But you can't blur the.
And then worst case scenario, you sit up there and you do that, and that person, that man end up in a relationship, or that woman get in a relationship. Ooh.
And see, then now you hurt, because it's like, wait a minute, we was just sleeping together 2 weeks ago. Now you in a relationship?
Yeah, I was with you. We ain't said we was together. I never told you were my girl.
Exactly. And that's how it goes. They be like, I ain't never say you was my lady. I just said, you know, like you my little friend, you my little yayo, you know, like you my, you know what I'm saying? We do this.
Then be mad at the girl she done got in her relationship. Oh yeah, big.
For real. So you got to be able, like, don't even blur the lines. I ain't even into that. We ain't finna blur no lines. If
we trying to stay out of
friends.
this year, we just trying to stay out of situations that's gonna get us killed, man. Situationship, that's a no. All that dating
Yeah.
people, be careful. That's a no.
Yeah, that's a no. It's a no for me. I'm at the point right now. I'm like, I ain't even I'm 5 months into my 6 month plan. I mean, I'm 1 month. I got 5 more months into my 6 month plan over with. And so once my plan over with, then I'll be open to dating. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I don't even want a situationship or friendship or well, I ain't even trying to like lay down with nobody. I don't even that junk right there like played out for me. You feel what I'm saying? Like in the younger years, you'll have a friend that you know, like this my friend, me and him be together and we be doing the whoop the whoop the whoop, we'll have every now and again or whatever. This my person. You feel what I'm saying? But
You better stay away with these people.
uh, no, I'm good, love. And people will say, well, how you gonna go through all this time and not have I don't care nothing about that. Like, I don't know, I guess maybe at 42 it's like if you ain't trying to come into my life and reciprocate, or you're not trying to come into my life and be what I'm trying to be to you, then you might as well stay where you at, honey.
You know what? I'm like at 33. You know, anybody got
I
time
be
for
proud of you. You know, I be telling you all the time, be like, Shay, that's good that you feel like that because it's not normal all the time that young people feel that way. You know what I'm saying? Like that's good that you feel like that.
yeah,
Nobody.
don't time for all that. Oh, we friends. What? Wait a
I'm
minute.
still here. I'm still here.
We did friendships and stuff when we was in high school. We older now. We in our 30s, close to 40s. Like, come on now. Like, folks don't want to be friends forever now.
No, no. I mean, I dated somebody and dated meaning like we dated, then we was in a relationship for like 4 years, and now we don't even talk. You feel what I'm saying? Like we don't even talk. We ain't went nowhere. We ain't going nowhere. Ain't nothing happened. We don't even like what we talking for. If we not finna go to the next level, we might as well leave this alone because we've been doing this for 4 years.
Girl, I feel
No,
like that even in the months when talking to somebody. I mean, what's the point of talking? We don't go out nowhere. You know, you barely calling. You barely.
no,
What's the purpose?
no, ain't no purpose. We not. There's no purpose of nothing that like what is no,
It ain't
no.
going.
I'm good, love. Enjoy. I'm good, love.
I'm gonna go ahead and let you get up off this live. Cause it ain't going nowhere. It ain't gonna be nothing. Might as well just scratch them on out.
Shay, now you ain't tell me I was getting the man in trouble. You taking off your earrings and everything. The man about to get beat up. I would
Let
have
me.
had a different conversation, friend. I'm just messing with you. I would have told you the truth. I would have told you the truth, friend. But you know, like
Crazy.
just have a conversation. Maybe y'all just need to reset the friendship.
Oh, and sometimes some people just got a hard nose. It's hard to talk to them.
And that's true. Some people are hard to talk to. You
You
know what
can't.
I'm saying?
Some people don't even answer the phone when you be calling.
And sometimes they don't send a voice message because I send a voice message in the hop in.
Uh-uh. See, now I'm not finna do all that because that seems like you just. I'm in a dating stage, in the friendship stage. You see the voice, but that nigga gonna
Oh,
say,
you in the friendship stage? Okay, well, don't send them a voice message, but just ask them, can you call? Just be like, hey, I want to talk to you. Because maybe y'all, if y'all good friends, do y'all have good conversation?
no, I don't really talk to him too much. I don't want to talk to him. I'm good. It's out.
Okay. Well, that's it. Tell him that's it. Then tell him the Marsha said it. No, I was playing. Don't tell him I said nothing. I'm gonna tell him you tricked me into this conversation.
No, I did.
I didn't know what was really happening. I got caught up. Gee.
No,
But anyway, do your exit, Shay, so I can go into bed now. It's 12 o'clock and you're gonna be trying to call me tomorrow at 8 o'clock in the morning. I'll be like, I don't want to talk. Sleep.
I'm done.
That's what you gonna tell the people I'm done.
43. I'm finna go to bed too. Well, I'm gonna be up, but you know.
All right. Well, good night, Shay. Talk to you later.
All right. You have a good night. I'll call you in the morning.
All right. Bye.
All right.